Can I fly you to the moon? Can we play among the stars? I've been thinking of you lately, took control over my heart. You say that you needed space, atmosphere was in my arms. When I look up at your face, the reflection shows the scars. So I'll fly you to the moon, where we float among the stars. Darkest ocean, never know, but the lights come from afar. I wish this would never end. I've been trying to pretend something's wrong in this within. The reflection seems to...
What is going on, everybody, and happy of the happiest of Halloweens. We are just about ready for game 4 of the World Series, the Four Horsemen, all right? Game 4 of the World Series. And I know, Kev, we were talking about this really briefly, but of course, the Rangers are going to be a man down.
Yeah, a man down, and I heard something from Spores, too. I'm waiting to see. No, I heard Adolis is out for today, but I heard Spores has some tightness. I don't know if he's out.
Oh man,
so,
yeah, I know. Yes, I think it was something with his lower back. It looked like during the game.
Yeah, and this is the flip game because I mean you got Heaney and Mantiply up.
Yeah.
But man, Simeon's gonna have to step up.
Yeah, definitely, man. Simeon, he had a deep fly ball, I think, or a deep foul ball, something like that. I think it was a fly ball to the track in left field yesterday, but he definitely got it. He got to definitely get it going a little bit. Guys, I am high on a bunch of sugar today, just so everybody's aware. I don't know how much sugar I've had, but that's a swing and a miss. Kev, I don't know if we're on the...
Right there.
Perfect.
Swing and a miss, yep.
Excellent.
Talking about the man.
Excellent.
Talking about Simeon. Let's see. Low and away.
What's up, chat? Sorry, chat. I told Kev, I was like, Kev, I don't know, man. I was all over the place. I literally just got down here, got everything set up.
He was trick-or-treating.
I was doing a little trick-or-treat.
He was, what was it, Brian Cashman?
I was Brian Cashman. Yes. I was Brian Cashman. Everybody was looking at me going like, man, come on. Can't you put a team together? I was like, come on. Man. I'm trying. As the 2-1 is incoming, is inside. Ooh, just misses. 3-1, a little 3-1 out there. So, Kev, let me ask you a question. You know, obviously we are a Yankee channel. We're going to talk Yankee news. But I wanted to ask you, do you put any weight into, as that's a swing and a miss, count is now full, you put any weight into what Judge was saying?
I mean, he's going to say what he's going to say. And at the end of the day, I mean, he said he had some ideas earlier too, right? So it's like, it's... I think they'll always take his input and stuff like that, but I don't know if it has any. I feel like they run the ship the way they want to, no matter what. Yeah,
I agree, and I think for me, and this is what I was explaining on All Rise the other day, right? Is at this point now the talking is talking. You know, we need to see action at this point. You know, there's no reason to talk about these things. We got to actually see action. As this one is fouled away, good at bat to begin the game.
Good AB.
For Simeon. I think that's going to be pitch number 7.
Looking at that right now. Yep.
So it at least will be an 8-pitch AB. The Great Dane, what's going on, my brother? Mario Gomez in the chat. Why you not here, Mario? Hit on the ground to short. Perdomo feels fire. Got him. Dude is filthy. He's going to be a really good player, man.
Yes, he is.
He's going to be really good. Mario, see, the problem with Mario's out trick-or-treating right now. That's what it is. They're handing out little Dr. Peppers and shit.
He's dressed as Gleyber Torres.
100%. 100% Mario is dressed as Gleyber Torres right now. No doubt about it. Jacob, what's up, brother? How you doing? Chris Perez, DJ Steels. What's good, brother? This one hit in the air to deep left center field. Not deep enough. Catch is going to be made by Lourdes Gurriel. 2 away. Smack you to like. Hitty
I'm not gonna be mad at Corey Seager. He's been doing pretty good, but he's loving that first pitch swing, man.
Oh yeah.
Your boy just worked the 8 pitch
on base.
Yeah, I mean your boy just worked the 8 pitch at bat. He just goes out there, swings at the first.
I hate that, man. That drives me nuts. I'm like, come on, man. You got this guy working. What are you going up there jumping on him for? Here's a player who I think has been pretty underrated this postseason, Mitch Garver. Good old little swingy and a missy. Ness, what's up, brother? He says, Perdomo better than Volpe. He's no Gold Glover.
I mean, it's not your choice. If they gave him the Gold Glove, they gave it to him, right?
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's a he's a finalist. It goes that way. But I mean, I don't know. I know Volpe was much more highly touted than Perdomo was. As it kind of is now 1 and 2. I think if that kid's hit tool comes around a little bit, Perdomo, he could be a hell of a player for years to come. He's a great glove.
It could go both ways too. I mean, if Volpe
Agreed.
decides that he's gonna go a gap to gap guy, he's just gonna be a doubles maniac and be on the bases and steal bases left and right. Volpe may be
trouble.
Exactly.
Yep. Agreed 100%.
1-2.
1-2 from Mantiply.
Arizona with the pom poms. Okay.
I see him with a little pom pom. They had bananas at the Ranger Stadium the other day. A couple of guys dressed up with banana suits behind home plate. It didn't bother Merrill Kelly though. He just dominated. Torey Lovullo, folks, 11 career postseason wins. That is most in franchise history, tied for most, I should say. Okay, Mario got a roommate. That's the problem. Yeah, a little too much noise in the background. Okay, all right. Okay. He respects the quality of the work. Can't be upset with that.
Your roommate's a Boston fan.
Oh.
Let's play. I don't know. Pitch
3
away.
and
3-2.
A little 3-2 action. See, look, if Seager didn't go too quickly, you have probably a 20-pitch inning right now.
Yep.
Good evening, Yankees friends and family. Okay, the pitch is fouled away yet again. And guys, by the way, hit that like button and subscribe, man. We are closing in on 19,800. As of right now, we are 7 subscribers away. I think we can get that today. 7 subs away from 19,800. Let's go. He walked them. All right, here we go, Rangers. So, wait, I was just looking at... Oh, wait a second here. So, they got Jankowski in right field today, not Ezekiel Duran. I wonder why. Even, who knows? I guess we'll find out. I thought you would just throw Ezekiel Duran out there. He's a much better hitter than Jankowski is.
Yes, sir.
But you know what I've learned, Kev?
I'm not righty, too. Bochy
Here's
does
what I've learned. I was about to say, yeah, I'm not even going to question Bochy anymore. I'm going to let Bochy just do his thing, and that is it. Steels, I haven't got Kev set up in Discord yet, but I will definitely do that.
You forgot, Steels.
I forgot about it. The 0-1 is a call strike. 0-2. Smacky to like. Hitting this up.
It's nice to see. It's been happening a lot now where we get a rookie like this, Evan Carter, Corbin's in here. You had Soto in his run in the World Series. Just Jeremy Pena had that year too. So these younger guys pop up.
That's gonna end the inning. But no, you're right. You do got the younger guys coming in doing their thing. It's nice to see. Hopefully the Yankees and Jason Dominguez will have that chance at some point.
It's going to be interesting with Dominguez. I mean, I know he can come in earlier as a DH, and I just hope that Giancarlo is not struggling and taking away those IBs for that kid, man.
Facts. Victor Epic Warrior says Brian Cashman and Hal are dressed up as the Three Stooges. Well, I guess we're going to have to throw... Oh, Boone, Cashman, and Hal are dressed up as the Three Stooges. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that being worked. No doubt about it.
Anthony Garcia, what's up, Alex Valerio?
My guy.
El Diablo.
There it is.
There you go.
Folks, it's Halloween, a.k.a. spooky, scary time. Eat some Reese's Cups. That's my go-to, by the way, is the Reese's Cup. I don't play. I don't play. Yeah, Reese's Cup is my thing, man. You could put 100 of those things on my desk. I'll go through them. And then I'll be dead a few days later. I'll be dead immediately afterwards. Yeah, I did see that. Brian Cashman and Hal Steinbrenner are expected to hold a press conference next week per Bobby Clapp.
I'm just like not. I don't even want to hear what they have to say right now, man.
I honestly, I'm right there. Like I I talked about that again on All Rise too, and I'm just like, what are they going to tell us that we don't know?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? What's the difference going to be? What is the conversation going to be? It's going to be the same nonsense. Go out there and make the moves. If you want us to believe you, and you want us to, get back to truly, not that we don't support the team as it is, but to really be all in for what this team is going to do, then at the end of the day, man, you got to go out there and have a big offseason.
Yes, sir. This is going to be interesting also because Soto's going to demand 30, 31 million on his arbitration. So it shortens the list. And then from there, you got to go to the prospects and who's willing to do it. And as much as we want to say, I mean, you also, Scott Boras being his agent, you might still think he's going to test free agency.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, Yankees are always in play when there's a big free agent anyway. So it's going to be interesting, man. Tommy Pham having himself a series too, right?
He is, no doubt about it. What is he hitting now? 291. Yeah, because he was down to the high 100s at one point, and then he was 5 for 5. I think he had like 2 or 3 hits yesterday.
He had that solo shot, and then the next game he went 4 for 4. Crazy with 2 doubles.
Yeah, he's been an absolute.
And here's Heaney Dog. Oh my god,
Andrew Heaney, folks, everybody's favorite.
Heaney Dog,
the good old Heaney Dog. The good old Heaney Dog is on the mound.
Can't believe he passed on Ketel Marte twice.
Outside 1-0. Yeah, this guy, like, I always knew he's good. I always talked about him, but to be able to really watch him, man, he's very, very gritty. When he's on the field and he's healthy, that's a guy you want him on your side.
And he can play outfield too. That's why they were interested in the Yankees, because he can play outfield, infield. But
I got a 2-1 count, Kev. Is that what you got?
Yes, sir.
I had to refresh my screen. All right, perfect. Yep. Perfect. Johnny Almonte, what's up, brother? Here's a base hit right up the middle.
And just like that, was that 18 games in a row? 19, 20?
19, I think it is. 19 or 20, yeah. It's 19 or 20.
He just passed Derek Jeter, I think.
Unbelievable. He has been amazing. Here's the little cam right here. See, it takes it right back up the middle. Great piece of hitting. Hey, that's what it takes, for a team like this to get here. These guys got to step up. Marte's been very, very good for them.
Yes, sir. And don't be surprised, of course, of the steal here. Even though he's a lefty, these guys are so good stealing bases, man.
Yep.
You have it down to a science. 20 games. There you go.
20 games, man. That's wild in the postseason. 20-game hitting streak.
You can't get guys to go back-to-back with hits in the Yankees.
This
motherfucker has to great.
That's a great point, because that is one of their biggest flaws, isn't it? Is that the Yankees don't get back-to-back hits. You can't really depend on that. So, this team kind of puts it in their own hands. The count is 0-2 on Corbin Carroll. Would you consider, they asked me in the chat the other day, would you consider him a top 15 player already? I was a little hesitant about saying top 15. No, Carroll.
Corbin? Yeah. I could definitely, you can make good arguments with some of those guys in the 13 to 15 spot.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think he's definitely top 20, man. This kid just showed me this postseason alone. This kid is just like, oh man, he's all over the place. We saw him in Yankee Stadium too. So it's he's awesome. He's great, man. He's solid, and
his speed is phenomenal. Like, exactly. It's kind of like second nature because his bat is so good, but his speed is amazing. Ooh, doesn't get the call right there. That was maybe a little bit low. Heaney Dog was looking for that one. Doesn't get the call. That's actually right there. If you're Heaney, you want that one. As the 1-2, hey, struck him out upstairs.
A guy that doesn't strike out much.
One away. He set a new record for consecutive games in the playoffs. Yep, Dane, that is correct.
That is correct, man.
Pete, just for a fun guess, when the Yanks make their first significant move, as Judge said in his quote. So what is the question? Pete, just for fun, guess when the Yanks make their first move. I think it actually will be in November at some time. I don't know if it's going to be, a week after the World Series, 2 weeks after the World Series. I don't know, but I do think if the Yankees are going to be very active, they're going to have to start early. It's that simple. Mm-hmm. You got GM meetings coming up and all that stuff. So yeah, I think things will happen sooner than we expect, as Gabriel Moreno fouls it away. Count is 1-1.
Love this kid too, man.
Traded for Dalton Varsho, man. And look, don't get me wrong. I think Dalton Varsho has a chance to still be a good player.
Oh, yeah.
That adjustment to the league. He's a very good defender. I think he can still be good, but this kid looks like he's going to be a middle of the order bat for years to come.
Yes, sir. With a cannon, too.
Yeah. Pitch from the Heen Dog is right there. 1-2. Anthony Garcia says, first move, Yankees sign Odor to a 3-year deal.
Anthony, stop, bro. I don't need that right now. It's not even Friday yet.
Don't do this to us, Mike. I'm not even drinking yet, all right?
The thing in it, bro.
As the 1-2 pickoff attempt, back is Marte. Can't remain.
Ambiori, get okay.
Hey, my guy. Hit the like button, everybody. Let's try to get to that 19,800 today. We are only 7 subscribers away, folks. Come on, man. We can easily get there today. The Odor Kiermaier offseason is going to hit different. Let me tell you something, man. What you guys doing this to us for today, man?
You guys are laughing, though, but I think Kiermaier is a possibility.
I think he's a legit possibility.
Yeah, so.
Yep. I think he's a legit possibility. And honestly, it feels like a Yankee move, to be real.
100%. And I will. You can't argue, though, like if Florio's going to be way cheaper, why not just get Flo back? I mean, it's only to hold Dominguez's spot until he's back in July, and so it's like, why not?
Yeah, that's my thing, man. I don't know why you wouldn't. He did look excellent. He looked a lot better, a lot more comfortable. Looks like he's, Anthony Volpe's not the only one that could develop at this level, folks. So
correct.
Yeah, it's taken. I know the Yankees kind of had that quote with Volpe, but it does take other guys the same thing. And unfortunately for Flo, he's never really had that time to get constant playing time in the major leagues. But I think he's more than capable of handling center field. Struck him out.
Is that 2 Ks for Heen Dog?
2 Ks for the Heen Dog, back to back.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it might be a long night for the D-backs here.
Travis Jankowski with that tight end name.
Travis Jankowski. Playing baseball. Why? Why? Scott, what's up, brother?
No, I don't want Matt Chapman either. I want the Yankees to stay away from Chapman, bro.
No. That's the last thing this team needs.
You can go to the San Francisco Giants. Go over there.
Yeah, go to the Giants. Go somewhere else. You don't want that. As here's Christian Walker, 2 for 21 runners in scoring position. My goodness.
He's been struggling.
Should be playing for the Yanks. Those are those Yankee numbers. 1-0 from Heen Dog is fouled away. Count as 1-1. Is the Rangers' third baseman available? No. No. Not at all. There's no way they're trading Josh Young.
No, you're going to see that team for a while.
I was about to say this team's going to be like this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
This Rangers club.
There's Marte.
Runner goes. The throw by Heaney. Oh, no. I don't think he got him. Do you?
Oh, wow. I think he's mad. I think he did. I think it got the shoulder, so.
Did it? Let's see. Here's the replay here. He's going. Yeah, just got him. It's like he just got him on the shoulder. Hey, well, you called it. You said you thought Marte would run, and there it is.
Yeah.
So Marte does indeed take off, but a good throw by Jonah Heim, and that ends the inning. We go to the top of the second, baby. Jonah Heim's a guy a couple of years ago I talked about the Yankees getting. Wish they did. But we got Wells now. We got Wells now, and hopefully Wells could put a little something together.
I mean, it definitely looked a lot better towards the end of the season. We were talking about this last night, Mario and a friend of ours in our Discord, and it's going to be interesting to see the dynamic. Also with Cole, and I mean Trevino's going to be back, so Trevino's caught Cole, but I don't think you see Rodved. Rodved will probably be back in what is it? Scranton.
Scranton, yeah. Yeah, I think Higgy will be traded. I think that makes sense, right? You move on from Higgy. Yeah, or non-tendered. You go ahead and go with Wells and Trevino, which I think makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
Lefty-righty combination. And how many other guys in the league would you want Wells to learn from I think Trevino will be an excellent guy to give him those little tips and stuff like that to work with him. You don't got to overwork either of them. You know, you could really kind of balance that out quite a bit on how much they're playing, what they're doing. I think the big question for the Yankees, again, just goes to, you know, the guys that are currently on the team, how do they improve? You know, what is the second year of Anthony Volpe looks like? What is Wells going to be able to contribute? What is Peraza going to do? What are you going to get from Stanton? Cabrera? What are you going to get from G, if anything?
Yeah.
I mean, what
it's
do
going to
you
be tough.
expect?
If you get another year like he had this year, it's going to be tough conversations with that contract and the offseason. And I mean, listen, that's one that I'm not going to hold Cashman to. I just didn't like that the response of we have too many outfielders for Bryce Harper. That just doesn't make sense. But I think that's the only trade that I don't like to hold against Cashman because it's unfair. At the time, you're trading for a former MVP. You know, I was hyped.
Yeah,
you know,
of course we all were.
Did I think that was like? I mean, yeah, it was nice, but I mean, I think if you've been a Yankee fan long enough, you know that the Yankees have always been really, really good when they have a few really good lefties and they have switch hitters, and that's something that we don't have, man. It's refreshing to see Dominguez with switch hitting and stuff like that, you know.
Funny thing is too, I was thinking about this. I'm like, isn't it kind of comical that Sean Casey, who was the most recent, I mean, just this month, you know, was the hitting coach of the New York Yankees, and he knows what's up. You know, if you heard those comments, he knows. He's like, yeah, we need a lefty. They need a lefty. They need a big lefty. They need a big lefty, and Soto makes all the sense in the world. As Young fouls it away, 0-1. But that's going to be interesting, man, to see what happens. I can't imagine Soto in New York, man.
The fans, as we get a low 1-1, and the fans are talking about his defense because I know you heard this about his defense and stuff like this, bro.
I heard it.
You had fucking Jake Bowers out there for half of the season and McKinney, bro.
Bingo.
And IKF, an infielder playing the outfield. So what are you arguing about right now?
It's insane. It's absolute insanity to think that makes any sense.
Like, why are we talking about defense right now?
Yeah, that's the last thing in reality that you should be worried about is how he plays left field. I mean, truly, that's the last thing you should be worried about. I was going over the team's on base percentage. The Yankees as a team had a 304 on base percentage last year. Soto, 3 years in a row, over 40%? I mean, it's unbelievable. Like that impacts his Yankees lineup so much. And it's crazy too, because as the count is 2-2 on Young, they didn't change up too many things. Like Brian Cashman's been in place. Where did the philosophy change? As that one is creamed into the gap to right center field, that'll be a leadoff double. God. Is he going 3? No, he's going to hold up with a double. Reminded me of Gary Sanchez's hit against Houston. Remember that in the postseason? Those were the days. Man, I thought we had it, man.
I hear they're going to include Gary Sanchez in the trade with Soto.
Is that it? That's the guy we're getting back? We're going to trade Wells, get Soto back, get Sanchez back?
Now that you say that, I was going to say that earlier. What are we going to do too if Ben Rice comes? I'm pretty sure he's going to be in spring training. How about if he has a spring training like Volpe and Dominguez with a 400 clip, and he's just raking in AAA? Like, that's going to be a guy that you're going to have to call up too. You can't
figure out a spot for him, and that's a question mark. I don't want to say that as a swing and a miss by Lowe. I don't want to say that people aren't talking about it, right? But Anthony Rizzo, what is he going to be?
A lot of people You
know what I mean? What is Rizzo going to be? And I've been saying it for a minute. If there's a team that's willing to take him, I think you move him. I really do. I don't think you even take the risk. I think you go ahead and move him and try to have him take as much as that salary and go from there.
And that is a 1-year contract. Right now, he has a limited no trade clause, so he can choose where to go. But if the rumors at all are accurate that San Diego has interest, that would be huge for the Yankees. That you're getting Soto back and you're giving away $15 million because he's gonna take 30. Yeah. So that would be huge. And listen, San Diego's not a bad spot for him to go to, right? So you still got El Nino and Machado there, so you're still gonna have
Bogarts. Struck him out, 1 away.
Ansan Kim, that's a solid team.
Yeah, right. Bogarts you got, and then they even got Ethan Salas, who is an absolute
he's their
phenom.
catcher. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an absolute phenom. So when a lot of people bring up Wells, I'm like, I don't think they'd have interest in Wells with Salas right there. He's
No,
in Double
no,
A
no.
already. This kid's
Yeah.
gonna be up very, very soon, and they
I
don't
think
seem too shy about getting them called up either.
I honestly think they'll go with Gary one more year
I think
until
so.
yeah. So I mean, Gary fit well there, performed better than both of our catchers combined,
Yep,
in
that's true.
with 30 less games. So it's gonna be interesting.
Miguel
But
Castro
this,
coming in the game.
oh my God,
Bullpen game, by the way, folks, if you're wondering why he's getting removed so quickly.
Medina fellow in there, 1 year deal. 1 year deal to who? Tyler. I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
Exact reason why Dominguez should have been up on opening day. Dominguez struggled. I mean that's the thing too, man. I mean,
No, he didn't struggle in
spring
spring
training,
training.
no, he looked
But
terrific.
listen, everything panned out, guys.
Yeah, I
Relax.
agree. That's
Like,
a hard one to look at and go, I think that here's what I would say.
August, I would say though. Maybe in
Yeah.
August you would have called them up. Yeah.
No doubt about it. Here's what I also would have said, and I have my videos are out there for this. I believe the Yankees held on to Josh Donaldson way too long. Oswald
100%.
Peraza should have just been given the reins and going, hey, look, whatever happens, you're the third baseman. That's your new position. You're there the rest of the year. Do not worry about nothing you're going to play. Let him go out there and play baseball, see what happens.
Yep.
Estevan Florial should have also been up.
Correct.
These were at least two guys very early in the year that the Yankees could have tried out. They decided not to.
Because Oswaldo was lost, let's be honest. And then Jake Bowers was mainly at first platooning with DJ, depending on lefty righty, right? So I mean, you can still put Bowers in the lineup, having Flo out there. So I don't know. I feel like the Yankees held on too much to their guys that they pick up the clearance guys, like I like to call, which I still think that Bowers is probably going to be back. Yeah. I don't know about McKinney, but I mean Franchi and stuff like that. Those guys will probably be back. It just
wouldn't shock me none. Willie Calhoun, you think Big Bang's coming back?
No, I don't think that. I don't think Willie Bangs is coming back.
Willie Bangs.
As we see Taylor Swift again on commercials. Taylor's everywhere now.
She's all over the place. All right. Okay. Big time Jerry. Mario's in school, my guy. Mario's in school right now. I think he might be joining me for Game 6.
Yeah, if there's a Game 6, Mario will be here. I can't this Friday, so we decided to split up to help out and enjoy this World Series. Who's this? Beasley?
We'll see what happens. Okay. Okay, folks. Dominguez lives for the big stage. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, look, man, that kid looked like he didn't even give a poot that he was up in the major leagues. It's like, whatever, I'm just playing baseball.
And I love that. And look at Carter, too. I mean, you see Carter when he comes up here, man. He doesn't look phased.
No, he's just playing baseball, man. Just bigger stadiums, more people, and that's it. And the game's the same.
And that's what he said in his post game, right? He's like, the game doesn't change. There's just more fans in a bigger stadium. And I was like, bro, that's an excellent approach, man. That tells you how mature this kid is, bro. And this is what people who don't know who he was talking so much shit about him. And like we hype up everybody, but it's like, go ahead, take the extra step, follow them on Instagram, see their routines, watch some of their AA, AAA games. You don't do that.
That's right.
So shut the hell up.
That's right.
The
2-0 is a call strike on the corner. Gianna's 2-1. One of the things, speaking of that, of following people, I watch Augustine Ramirez a lot, and my man's already working on his swing. He's still in the batting cages. I know he's in the winter league and all that still, but I'm like, some of these guys, when people call them lazy and this and that, they don't see how much is actually put into this. There's a lot of shit that is put into this.
It was crazy because I follow Dominguez on Instagram and Joel Piamps. He's a relief pitcher from Milwaukee. Yep. He was their setup guy. He was phenomenal this year. Yeah. Both of them trained with the same guy for agility and speed during the offseason. Dominican Republic with Gary Sanchez was there too. So and they all three of them had great years. Isn't it crazy? So yeah, these guys work, man.
No doubt about. The 3-2 incoming from Miguel Castro. Pitch. Hit on the ground. Backhanded by Marte. Makes the play. And there's 2 away. Big out right there. D-Rod, what's going on, my guy? Scott Wright. How you doing?
I think Agustin is. I'll double check for you right now. Philo asking what he's playing. I don't think he's gonna play this year in the Winter League. I'm gonna double check. I think it was Escogido or Aguila, one of the two. I'll double check now.
We got a super chat from Aaron Rodgers. Says, "Sup, Pete and Kev? Tried on my old flannel and it fit. Let's go, my guy. What are you down again? I think he's down like 17 pounds or something. Good job, Aaron. Keep it going, brother. Keep it going, my guy. Dylan Stone, what's up, brother? 1-0 to Leote is a call strike. I thought it was 1-1. I do hope the Yankees do get off to a quick start, though. I don't want it to be going into December being like, oh, man, we ain't done nothing yet. You know what I mean? I really, this is the year, I think, more than any year, the Yankees need to make that big move.
I think this last year, because Judge was like the number one free agent, and there was so much weight with him. I think this year, Winter Leagues, you're going to see a lot more moves than last year.
I think so, too.
Everything moved after Judge.
It did.
It was crazy.
That's a call strike 2-2 on Leote. I love Soto and Yamamoto done by the winter meetings. That would mean that they get done in November because the winter meetings is early December. That would be unbelievable. You talk about getting the fans back. That would be some significant moves to do that. That would be significant moves to do that. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Down 15 pounds. Good job, Aaron. 2-2 from Miguel Castro. Pitch. In the dirt. Gets away. He's going to try to score. The throw. No throw is going to be made.
Whoa.
And it is 1-0 Rangers.
For Aroldis Castro.
Aroldis Castro on the mound. Okay. Rumor has it Hicks and Gallo are coming back. Let's go.
No, let's stop that, guys. Check. Come on now. Felo, so Agustin Ramirez is going to play with Los Gigantes de Cibao. That's the team from San Francisco. That's actually where my wife is from.
Let's go, baby. Is he actually playing, though?
Right now, he's rumored not to, but I mean that always changes in December. If it does, we'll be active once winter meetings. So, and me and Pete talked about maybe calling one of those games.
Definitely.
So
definitely,
especially if there's Yankee prospects playing, why not?
Yep, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Yeah, that's the other thing, Dane. Very, very good point. I talked about that the other day. We do not know how quickly Yamamoto will be posted. That could take a while because I think it was December when what's his face? How did I forget his name? The Red Sox left field.
Yoshida.
Yeah, it took a while for Yoshida to be posted. I think it was in early December or late November is when he actually got posted. So it could be a little while.
Yeah. The Mets are going to be super aggressive too, and
it's gonna be interesting.
It's going to be interesting.
Look at Jankowski getting the base hit up the middle. First and second, 2 outs for the Rangers tight end. Michelino with the super chat says, "We really getting Orson Boone version this year?" I don't know, man. I don't buy into this. You know, you got to become more tough with the team and this and that. If that's not who he is, that's not who he is. You know, they know who they hired.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting.
Kev, I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm gonna make a prediction right now. And if I'm wrong, Mets fans, you could laugh at me and give me shit all day. I don't mind it. I'm going to make a prediction. I don't think the Mets are going to have the offseason everybody's thinking.
Don't?
I don't think so. People are out there thinking that they're going to just spend and spend and spend and spend. I don't know. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I know they're going to get somebody.
Find out and see.
They think they're going to get 3 or 4 guys, but I think they're going to get somebody other big names. You got Yamamoto, you got Ohtani that people are forgetting about.
I think they might shock people maybe with an Ohtani move. Mm-hmm. I could see something like that, like just a monster deal for Ohtani.
That's huge for them too. They slide him in that DH spot right there.
Be very big. That would be very big for him. I could see that. But I don't know. I just see some people talking, you know, about 2 or 3 or 4 big moves. I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But Cohen is impatient. That is true, TD.
Yeah.
He's kind of quick to make his moves. So as the 1-2 is ripped down the line, that is a fair ball. That is a huge hit for Semien.
Gurriel drunk.
Gurriel drunk out there rolling all over the place. Into third base is Semien. It is 3-0 Texas.
And we said that Semien in the beginning had to have a big game. Now that Adolis is not in this lineup, and there it is.
That's how teams win, man. Somebody goes down, somebody steps up. That's
somebody's drunk in the outfield.
My man is, look at this.
Oh man.
What was he drinking? What do you think is the Cuban go-to drink?
Isn't that his field?
Yeah, it is.
Don't
you remember how to play it out there.
Exactly. Don't you know how that ball rolls back there, bro? Come on.
I was about to tell you, would think you would know the physics of that outfield quite a little bit.
And listen, man, I don't know why this guy's in this game, bro.
Yeah, I don't understand. The Castro move, I don't understand this.
Yeah, man.
And now he's coming out of the game, so not a great job so far by moves being pressed by Torey Lovello here. As it is 3-0 Texas, we'll still wait. Big hit, too, by Jankowski to, finally get a start against a base hit up the middle. Kyle Nelson, the lefty, coming as Aaron Rodgers drops a super chat. He goes, Chase Young to San Francisco. Yes, sir. Pete, at least one of your GMs makes a trade to improve your team. Yeah, that is true. 49 is looking to stop that 3-game slide they're on. Get back into these things.
Hirsch, yes. Lourdes looked like he stole my Brugal.
Mets have $150 on the hook for next year for players that are not playing for them.
150 mil.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Who's that then? Scherzer? Verlander?
Well, no, they're paying half of those contracts.
Holy shit!
So
wow.
those two alone is 40 million.
Money.
Those two alone is 40 million. Who else they traded? I forgot, but
that's
yeah,
what I'm trying to think.
a
I'm like, who else is out there then? Cano? Are they still paying Robbie?
I think so as well. Yep, he's deferred.
Wow.
Yeah, but again, when you got a guy that's worth like 10 billion,
it doesn't really matter. Yeah,
no.
It doesn't really matter. So, and he's been very, very open about saying that I'll do whatever I can and spend whatever I got to spend to make this team win. So, if you're the Mets, you got to, obviously you got to be happy about that. But I don't know, man. I feel like there's a lot of, feel like a guarantee. Like we're guaranteed to get this guy. We're guaranteed to get that guy. I'm like, all right, well, if you end up being a little disappointed, we'll see.
I'm just gonna say, remember, listen, there were a lot of free agents that sometimes they just didn't want to come to New York. I mean, it had Cliff Lee didn't want to come over here. I don't know if you remember that. Like he said no to the Yankees.
I remember, yeah.
A few guys, Holiday too. He went to the Phillies. He said no to the Yankees.
Yep.
Some guys just say no to the New York team. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, when you have money, yeah, you have that power, but some guys value more a situation or an area because of their family. I mean, it's gonna be interesting, man. There's a lot of rumors with Ohtani, right, and him in the West Coast, so that's gonna be interesting as well. But I tell you this much though, if he plays 1 year in the Mets, I'm pretty sure if the Mets give him a 1 year deal, or something like that, I'm pretty sure he's gonna stay there, man. Because the Mets, as much as you talk about whatever they haven't won in a while, the fan base is as strong as ours. They love that team.
Yeah, no doubt.
So they show out. They show out.
No doubt about it. They got a fan base. They got a beautiful stadium from everything I've been told about it.
Yeah.
So there's definitely reason to go there.
And we got Kyle Nelson out here.
Yeah, Vinny, there's actually been a lot of rumors out of Japan that Yamamoto wants to play for the Yankees. But again, you don't know how accurate that stuff is. And at the end of the day, the Yankees also got to step to the table. You can't just simply go, hey, I want to play with these guys. Even if you did, they got to step to the table. The 1-0 hit in the air to right field. Seager has done it again. Is it out? Goodbye. Corey Seager makes it 5-0 Texas. A little jack job to right center field. This is a nightmare for Arizona.
Oh my God, P. Guary's talking right now. Holy shit. That's my dad right now.
Oh, man.
Kevin, you watching this shit? That's una pela. Yeah,
bro,
listen,
this is insane right now.
Mario, you might need to call tomorrow's game, bro.
For real. There may not be a game 6.
Oh man.
Wow, the Texas friggin' Rangers, man. I know it's early in this game. It's only the second inning. I feel like we've been calling the game for about 6 innings already.
I know.
Pitch is low. 1-0. I think all of this with 2 outs.
Yep.
I think all of this with 2 outs. Damn, postseason home runs among shortstops right there with G.
That hurt, man. Because Corey Seager is one of the guys that a lot of Yankee fans wanted.
Yeah, man, he just made so much sense. I forgot what reporter it was.
It's mind-boggling, bro. Like honestly, I kind of want to fast forward to the postseason as well, like a lot of fans, and see what it's gonna do, and even like
Inning over.
Yeah, it's just come on, man. That's a fucking bomb, bro. Oof.
The ball's absolutely destroyed. I don't know. Yankees are a strange club. That's all I can say.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Are they sitting back saying maybe they want to hold out so they can re-sign Soto? That's the guy they want. I don't know.
Maybe. Could make sense. It'd be nice to keep all our pitching prospects, but I do feel like you still need to address some holes somehow. I mean, if it's not Soto, you still have to get some bats in there. I mean, you just can't go and give us the same shit. I'm sorry.
No, they really got to change the team up. And I'm actually happy that, you got Aaron Judge. He also specifically mentioned players, by the way. So I don't know if anybody also caught that. He wasn't just talking about, when he said significant moves, he did say, organizational players. There was a part in there where he did specifically mention players need to change and things like that. So Weather Williams says, hey, Pete, the New York Post said that Blake Snell will be in a Juan Soto trade. That's impossible. They said that he's a free agent.
Yeah, he's a free agent.
He couldn't be in a trade. Williams.
Jeter knows the deal. So
what was that? What did Jeter say? That's his favorite player in the baseball right now, right? In baseball?
Something along those lines.
Something like that? Yeah, I thought it was. Can somebody please drop the link for becoming a member for Michelino? He's asked a couple of times.
Hank says this. I disagree. The Diamondbacks don't give up. That is completely true.
It's true.
This Diamondback team is scrappy.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting, though.
Oh, here's the list for the Mets, Kev.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Cano, Max, Verlander, Eduardo Escobar, forgot about Mark McCann or whatever. My God, and Bobby Bonilla still.
Bobby Bonilla is $2 million. Yeah, 1.5, 1.8, something like that.
Damn. Thank you, Dane. I appreciate that, brother. William Henry says Yankees have to upgrade at 5 positions. All right, 5 positions. And you can make an argument, left field, center field?
I mean, center field will be a stopgap to Dominguez. That's the thing.
Correct.
So I don't expect them to go hard for center field. So
I just don't want them to get Kiermaier to be starting in left or something, man.
Left field. I definitely want another infield, even though we have too many. But there's some guys that need work, like Cabrera.
Yep.
Barraza is going to be interesting to see where. I mean, I think the Yankees should just stay with Gleyber until the. I've kind of switched my mindset now, where I think like the Yankees just should wait till July, see where the team is. There's still a team that's willing to make a run for it. It's still going to give you decent, unless you get blown away, though.
Yeah, and on top of that, too, as that first pitch is a call strike, Heaney's still in the game, and I think if you're Bochy now, you kind of let Heaney go. As long as he dominates or continues to pitch well, just let him keep going. The 0-1 is outside 1-1. I would say when it comes to Gleyber, it's interesting because I feel like if they did get Soto, they probably would move him, as that one is fouled away just to try to save on the $15 million because they know Soto is going to be 30 plus.
And it's gonna depend, Pete. Like if it's true that if you can move Rizzo, then you can stay with Gleyber.
You're right. You could play around with it then, yeah, depending on how much you could actually move. And maybe even, like I said before, if there are possibilities, as that is grounded to Seager, one away, there are possibilities, right, where If a Rizzo trade's possible, is a LeMahieu trade possible? Where you're saving, even if you pay a couple of million a year, you're still saving maybe $12 million. There's so many different ways. That's why I always talk about creativity. Gotta be creative.
A lot of people who are, honestly, let's be honest, hate the Yankees are always talking that all those contracts are not. DJ's making $15 million a year. He's a Gold Glove utility guy. That if the Yankees say I'll pay $5 million towards it,
easy, man.
Who's not taking DJ for $10 million?
Exactly, and he's a veteran that doesn't cause no problems. People seem to like him. I mean, he's just a guy that fits in. Good locker room guy. He's a veteran. I think many teams would be interested in him. No question about it. Thank you so much for becoming members, my guy Hank and Michelino. Appreciate you guys. Let's go,
Hank.
baby.
Big Hank.
That one popped up. Look at Heen dog out here. Leote makes the catch. 2 outs. The good old Heen dog. Heen dog's a beast, man. He ain't playing.
William Henry, why is he not a championship player for Gleyber Torres?
Yeah, I don't know about that. What is that exactly? A guy who won a championship with nobody on the Yankees on championship players?
I'm gonna be interested in what he says, and then I'll respond to. Swift is in the building.
Swift, my guy, what's up, brother? How you doing?
And the drunk Gurriel base hit. Did I just pull ahead of you?
You might. I think you're way ahead of me. Hold on, That's actually good. No, that's good. That's good.
Let me know. Oh yeah. Let me know.
No, let's see. I'll tell you right now. That's actually a good thing because I thought I was behind. Let me see. Upload now. I'm seeing Thomas step in.
Yeah.
Perfect. So runner on first base, 2 away. Here is Alec Thomas. By the way, could be another guy that if the Yankees are interested in, if there's I don't know if they'll trade him, but that could be a nice little fit.
I mean, they have
Alec Thomas in the Yankees outfield.
They have a plethora of outfielders.
Yeah, they do.
And they need pitching. And the Yankees have pitching. This is what I'm saying. We can still get creative and move some pieces around. And wait for Soto in the offseason if that's the case. I would love to get him now.
I'm sorry, I'll be honest with you. I really like Florial. I really like this kid too.
You imagine? Oh, you mean?
I like both of those kids a lot, to be honest. I don't know who I would be like, you know what? Let's just go with him. I think if you get Alec Thomas, you got to go with Alec Thomas.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I think you have to go with Alec. I feel like that ceiling is still higher than Flo's, even though I think Flo could be a good regular. I really do. I like Florial, man. I think he just gets a horrible rap with Yankee fans, which is really weird to me, man, because he hasn't done nothing wrong. He just hasn't hit his stride at this level.
Correct. And the way the Yankees used them, they used them like whenever they needed somebody, they called them up, and 2 days later was back down and stuff like that. You got to understand.
This one hit down the left field line. Foul ball. Count is now 2-2. That's a good question right there. From Eric. Hey, Pete, if you had to pick one, who would you take? Yamamoto or Soto? Who are you taking on that one?
No, I'm taking Soto.
Soto? Yeah, I feel like as much as I love Yamamoto, I feel like Soto is more of the pressing need because the offense has been such ass for so long. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's the only way I see it. As the count is now 3-2, the offense has been ass for so long. That's the only way I see it. Nothing else makes sense to me. And guys, we are 5 subbies away from 19,800. Let's go, baby. Who you guys taking, chat? Tell us. Yamamoto or Soto if you had to choose one of them. Chicken
tendies for Yamamoto. And he's for Soto. He's for Soto. William said that Gleyber's too erratic. That's why he's not a championship player. Like, I hope you know that within the last 25 plus years, the top 5 players, Yankees, WRC plus, Gleyber's in there. So Gleyber's hits in the postseason. Just
another thing too about that. I mean, I could say the same thing about Robinson Cano, and he won a chip with the Yankees. Right? I mean, Cano.
I feel like this is what I feel about Gleyber. I feel like once he gets his contract, he's looks like he's found his stride offensively. He's gonna focus a bit more on defense, and he's gonna become a solid infielder. I mean, again, he doesn't have to blow you away and be a Gold Glove. His bat does that, right? So he
Yeah.
can, if he's an average infielder, second base, that's huge with his bat. So
Yeah. And Hirsch kind of sums that one up. And I agree with that, Hirsch. That's a great point. Soto is just more of a guarantee than Yamamoto is. And that I agree with, because one of the things I brought up about Soto, I think one of the things you'll know that he's going to add, he's going to have a good on-base percentage. Even if he, let's just say, God forbid he struggled his first year, his on-base percentage is going to be there. And that's going to help a guy like Judge and help the rest of the lineup out.
Which he did. And when he struggles hitting, his on-base is like 380.
Exactly.
Which is insane.
Exactly. I mean, it's unbelievable. So think about that protection and all that he's going to have and what he will cause to the lineup.
No, and I'm just saying the RBI potential. Like if Soto becomes a Yankee, guys, we're going to have this clip. That's why I love the internet. If Soto becomes a Yankee and they hit him ahead of Judge is going to hit 140 RBIs if he plays 140. If he plays 140 games, he'll have like 140 RBIs. It's going to be insane. Watch.
And I think
with Dominguez too.
Oh, exactly. What if it's Dominguez, Soto, Judge?
Yeah, exactly.
And by the way, too, Dominguez could be a leadoff hitter for that type of lineup.
Yeah, he's another guy with a good eye.
Good eye, great speed, good power. He could do it all at the top of the order. And Anthony Volpe to me hasn't shown that he could be a top of the order bat because he strikes out way too much. That's got to change before. And on top of that, too, his on base percentage was under 300. So there's a lot of things that Volpe needs to work on to be a top of the order guy, but no doubt about it. With if you ever have that opportunity to go Dominguez, Judge, Soto, you just build out the rest of that lineup and balance it lefty righty, and you're good to go, man. You're good to go. You should have a much better club. Swift with a super chat said a one-eyed Gallo over Yamamoto. Take it to the bank. Really? You're taking a one-eyed Gallo. Oh, wait. One-eyed Gallo over Yamamoto. Both of them? Nah, Swift, you messing with us now.
Yo, Swift, let me know where you buy, bro.
Swift is smoking that crack.
Lay off the drugs.
Lay off the drugs. Swift, let me ask you a question, man. Where you been getting your Halloween candy from today, okay? Where'd you get that spooky, scary Halloween candy? I think it's doing you a little bit of harm, my guy.
Thank God Mara's not here today because William just keeps attacking Gleyber. Listen, the Yankees, I don't see the Yankees extending Gleyber.
I don't think so. And let me tell you, when I look at this roster, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, and I'm just going to tell you this. If Peraza ends up playing second base and Peraza is struggling, you're going to miss Gleyber a lot.
No question.
As flashy as Peraza's glove is, you're going to miss Gleyber a lot offensively.
Yeah.
So,
Swift said the man in the van said he had the best candy. Yeah, that'll be it. Outside 3-1.
Swift, what is this, 1975, bro?
Yeah, it's just men chilling in vans outside of neighborhoods nowadays. Yanks fan 84 says they got me delivering tonight. A house was given away. Gabagool, get out of here, man. I'll be over there in 2 minutes. One away.
Oh, Gabagool.
Gabagool, over here.
You kidding me? Got to get the Gabagool, man. One away here in the top of the third. It is 5-2 Texas. The Heen dog is out here doing his thing.
Fritz, Soto, Candelario, and Donovan. I know you like Donovan.
I'm a fan of, I'll be honest with you, man. I am a fan of Donovan. My only concern with Donovan is, one, where is he going to play? Is he going to be a left fielder? Is he going to be a second baseman? Could he play first? What is the position that he's going to play is my main concern. Yes, he has great. And here's another base hit for Josh Young. Is he going to be a guy that is good enough anywhere defensively? That's my concern with him. I don't have that concern with Nolan Gorman, but he has maybe a little bit of concern when it comes to the bat. Huge power.
Yeah.
Huge power. Hit 230 or something like that, but got huge power. Does strike out, but he's 23 years old. He's going to be 24. And he came up as a third baseman, and he's also played second base. So I don't have too much more concerns about him defensively. But I think if I had to really I don't know if I take the safe bet on that one. I might go the upside with Gorman. To me, Clark Schmidt for Gorman makes a shit ton of sense for both teams.
I mean, you're already getting Soto, so why not take the guy with the higher ceiling?
Bingo. Another lefty, too.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a lot of sense. Blow past the salary cap and get Bellinger, too. Bellinger wants a shit ton of money, man. I don't know if he's worth that type of money they're talking about.
Patrick, some fans still have a crush on Lane Thomas. Trust me.
1 and 2. I'm sure there's some fans out there that want Tyler Wade back. As Swift says, if you're new here, hit the like button, subscribe, and enjoy the ride. No better team than the NYYU team. You'll be glad you stayed. Swift, we appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. As the 1-2 is fouled away.
See, William, this is where you lose me because you're talking about the potential of Glaber after getting an extension, relaxing more. And we've seen Cody Bellinger's down years, and they can be really bad. Mm-hmm. And for you to sign that guy to $25+ million a year, and he have a year like he had again with the Dodgers, Yankee fans will eat him alive.
Yeah,
that would
be tough. That's kind of a strange flip flop. Because here's the thing that I've always said this about Gleyber Torres. I'm just not locking Gleyber Torres up long term for this team. Other than that, he won me over a bit this year. He definitely won me over a bit this year.
It's not like he was. It's not like Volpe and even
3 and 2
Bader didn't make base running errors this year. They were all horrendous throughout the whole team.
The whole team was, and that's why I always bring up that it's a coaching staff issue, and it starts with Boone and the coaching staff. 100%. It happens too much with this club. It's not normal. As the 3-2 is hit up the middle, there's another base hit. It's gonna be a long night for Arizona. It's shaping up. It's shaping up to be a long night, baby. Let's see. Are there any other really good bats on the market that could hit 2 through 5 in the order not named Bellinger? I don't think so.
Not 2 through 5. Candelabra is like a 6 guy.
Yeah.
But he's still solid. I mean, you add Soto and Candelario to this lineup.
Lavello's coming out again, bro. This is insane.
You get a switch hitter there, and then Dominguez when he comes back. Yeah, this game's gonna be a long one. I had dinner before, so I'm not gonna be starving. I don't know if you did, Peter. Like last time we had a 3-hour game.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. I think I'm good because I ate so much damn candy. Actually, my stomach is like cramping right now, so I'm just sitting here like with stomach cramps and all beat up from. I don't eat candy like that, but today I just had like 400 Reese's. I just went absolutely in today. Acevedo's right. He said the whole team was bad. Yeah, they were. They were pretty upsetting all year. Alex. It's also a culture thing, Pete. That winning mentality is gone. They talk World Series or bust, but they are content on just making the wild card / playoffs. Yeah, they said it. They flat out said it.
I mean, Hal has to sit there and look. The way the postseason conference and that ALDS with the Guardians last year went, it looked like Boone lost some of the locker room there.
Easy,
right? You see this year. Like if you go back to August last year, the Yankees have been struggling since August, since the All-Star break last year, right? Also, that being said, it's just little hints that gives you where the culture is for them to play the 04 series back to the Yankees as a motivation is one of the worst things that can ever come out of that clubhouse. Or that
I thought it was satire at first.
Yeah, I thought it was too, and no, it was true. And Jeter, when somebody asked Jeter, he didn't even want to respond. And unfortunately, you have a plethora of guys like me and Pete have said that were in those dynasty years, know the culture. You have to bring one of those guys either in the clubhouse or in the front office to bring that culture back. They need to steer this. And again, it's not a complete change. I know that's not going to happen. But get a few guys, start moving pieces. That's all we're asking for.
Yep. Yeah, I even remember when I think it was in the offseason after they lost, Aaron Boone went on Michael K's show, and I'm sitting there going, let me see what is said here, like what the conversation is about that. And K brought it up, and Boone didn't have an answer. Boone's response basically was, you guys are just overblowing this too much. And it's like, no, we're not. Like, not at all. Like, you do understand how that sounds. It's like, I know it sounds bad, but it's not what people are making. Oh, it is. It 100% is. That should never happen. There should be no reason for that.
How does your closer not know he's pitching that night or whatever? Like, there's just too much, man, that's going on. And
Arizona's falling apart as a ground ball right to Christian Walker. Could have been a double play ball. He ends up booting it. And it'd be the bases loaded now. No, 1 out for Jonah Heim.
I think you just steered ahead of me.
Let me see. I refreshed, so I probably did.
I'm looking at first base coach. Now they're showing Walker.
The replay, right?
Right now, my replay started. So if you want to pause for like 2 seconds.
Right there.
Yeah, that guy should not. One guy that can't make an error right now is Walker, the way he's swinging the bat. And
especially with men on base, he's been terrible.
Oh.
First pitch is inside to Leote. Oh, that's Leote up now. Wait, where the hell am I then? Oh, that was Heim that just hit the ground ball. Okay.
Yeah, they moved him to the A spot.
So Leote's up now. The base is juiced. Texas looking to put this game away early here in the top of the third. Pitch is a call strike. 1-1. We would have won 10 more games this year with Lovello as the manager. Well, look, at the end of the day, I don't want to even commit to saying that. I don't know if that's the case. And that's not me, defending or protecting Boone at all. I think it's just the mindset of the organization on how they want their team ran. And they're looking for a guy to go, I'm okay with that. And Boone's okay with it.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Macho King in the chat.
Oh, no.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
The great one, Macho King in the chat. Count is now 2-2. Rod Thompson with the super chat. He goes, I know we can't rewrite history, but I can't forgive the Yankees for refusing to sign both Harper and Seager. I don't want to hear about not having money. The Yankees threw all their money on relievers. Well,
yeah, I mean,
it's certainly had their misses.
I was just gonna say it's kind of confusing when it comes to Hal, because I feel like Hal's like, all right, I'm willing to go to budget, but not more. But then you have Cashman, who's it's how they call a misallocation of funds when you come to Donaldson. When it comes to now you're looking at Big G's contract, it's starting to look heavy. You're starting to look at those guys, and that's where it's tough, right? I mean, it just gets to a point, and that's where it's nothing against Cashman too. It's not like he didn't have good years. It's just been bad move over bad move over bad move, man. And at what point do you say, my man, I think you lost yourself? I don't know how that's not a. Some people just love Cashman. Just because you love analytics doesn't mean you have to love Cashman. I'm pretty sure 80% of the GMs right now love analytics. Okay, it's just they find the right balance. Don't sit here and think like Texas doesn't have it.
Yep, that's all it is. It's all about a balance. As here's Jankowski with the bases loaded, takes a call strike, 0-1.
Let's see what the tight end does.
Dane says the Yankees have Ben Rice coming for first base also. He may be our future first baseman. He's one hell of a lefty bat. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. That's a name that a lot of people bring up.
I'm real high on Ben Rice, man.
A lot of people talk about Ben Rice. He put up video game numbers too, by the way.
Yeah, I mean,
if you guys aren't familiar with him.
Road to the show, literally, he was playing in real life, man.
Yeah, for real. I mean, this dude just, every single level he got to, he just kept it going the entire time. And yeah, a lot of people are pinning him as a potential first baseman.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know what you're going to get with Rizzo, right? So
you don't. You got no idea. As that is a base hit to center field. Jankowski stepping up big time. Did he clear the bases? Nope. 2-run double for Jankowski. It is 7-0 Texas. Holy shit.
Those guys are quick back there.
And as you said before, Kev, right? Somebody got to step up. Jankowski's 2 for 2 today.
Mm-hmm.
And Simeon had a huge hit also.
You said it would be. Yeah, I remember you said, like, why isn't Duran in there? I mean, Bochy just
yeah, I'm telling you.
Bochy should just give us lottery numbers right now, bro.
I'm telling you, Bochy hits all the right buttons. This dude's never off.
Never lost.
Never lost. Undefeated, never lost. He just knows his shit. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
The baseball guy says Jankowski available.
Yeah. Yes.
He almost had a home run in Houston, too.
Oh, shit. This one hit in the air to left field and deep. Going back. Simeon goes yard. It's 10-0 Texas. Oh, a little Jack Job City at Chase Field.
I think he heard us, Pete.
He heard us. He said, all right, man, my time to step up.
My time. Hey, man, he showed up. We said Adolis is not in the lineup, and they all said we all showing up tonight.
Yeah, this is big.
This is a 10 spot right here. This is a mercy rule.
They about to put that mercy rule on him right now. I tell you this, though, man. Unless the Diamondbacks have some sort of miracle, I don't know how they come back from this one.
Nah, not 10.
I don't know how they come back, or even in this series. I wouldn't count them out down 3-1. I really wouldn't. But that's tough, man. That's tough against this team. Rangers off. The Rangers got a great offense. And does Arizona have enough pitching? I don't think so. Carlos says the series is over.
All goes back to that game one. I felt like that was real. Like they could have gone 2-0 and hit them in the mouth like Texas did to Houston, right? And man, but it's fun. A lot of people, man, listen, they didn't give them a shot at all. So Arizona still, they win tomorrow. Who knows? I mean, they're a good team on the road too.
True.
As
the count is 1-2 on Seager, who's homer today.
The thing is, you just never know. But I think tonight you can.
Yeah, this game right here, you might put in the bed right now.
You can say like my boy Franklin says, "Pásenle raya." Like, go ahead, cross it out. It's done.
Cross them out. Johnny Almonte, yes, DeGrom would still get a ring if they win, as he struck him out. That'll end the inning. Now you can leave Heen Dog in the rest of the bullpen. Yeah, I mean, you could really ride out Heen Dog, maybe a good 5+ innings today if he keeps going.
Just imagine next year, right? They get DeGrom back.
Yeah.
They re-sign
Monty.
Yep. And then they add 1 or 2 more arms to that bullpen. You're looking at another team that's going to give issues next year in the AL. 100%.
And also Scherzer, Evaldi.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a crazy. Dane Dunning had a good year. I mean, that's a
Gray.
John Gray had a solid season. That's crazy, man. I mean, again, something else I was talking about too. Like when it comes back to the Yankees, they were talking about teams kind of catching up to where they were. But look at the Yankees division has caught up and surpassed them.
Yeah.
For right now, that's the scariest thing. Is that, a lot of times you were able to just get in. You don't have that opportunity right now, potentially.
That's what happens.
To just get in.
That's what happens when you take your foot off the gas. And I feel like the Yankees did that last offseason when they were dormant, when everybody was saying, you need to address catching, you need to address left field, you needed to address the outfield, and get another. And they didn't. They were like, no, we feel comfortable with what we have. This guy's coming back, blah, blah, blah. The same shit that we hear almost every year. And this is why fans are fed up. And how can you blame them?
No, you can't. You can't. And that's why I always say it's such bad optics. When the owner of the club comes out and is like, what? It's end of June, early July, whatever it was, and the Yankees are in 3rd or 4th place. And he goes, I really don't know why fans are upset. Like, bro, you do know it goes a lot longer than this year.
Yeah,
it goes a lot longer than this year.
He's put his foot in his mouth a few times.
Many times. CWE says Soto to the Yankees. I think it's going to be one. If Soto to the Yankees gets done, no matter who announces it and the deal breaks, I think it's going to be one joyous moment for the fan base. Just because I think we all understand how big of a move that really is to the club as a whole and to the future of this club. Takes a lot of pressure, too, off of a lot of the young guys. It takes the pressure off Dominguez coming back and having to perform immediately.
Correct.
It takes the pressure off Volpe's second year. Does he improve? Peraza maybe could just blend in a little bit. There's so much good involved in that move. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. But I think it's also going to be a fight for a guy like him. I don't think it's going to be as easy as people think.
I feel like you adding him to that lineup will also help Dominguez tremendously. They're both Dominican
No
guys.
question. No
They're both
question.
lefties. You know, Dominguez already has a patient mindset. He walks a lot and he has a good eye. So adding Soto to that lineup is just gonna make Dominguez a lot better mentally as a player, and it's just gonna be fun to watch, man. If you're talking about around the deadline, towards the deadline, a possibility of Dominguez, Soto, Judge,
Unbelievable. In the outfield.
And a rejuvenated Giancarlo Stanton hitting 50 home runs.
Tuh. Good luck. You get that one right. Saying, you got to hit the line.
I'm just gonna say this: can we get that? You know how sometimes everybody starts to decline, but they got that 1 year where they come out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm
like
fine.
you know, like Donaldson. Donaldson had that with the Braves, right? He had I think he had like 30 or 28 or something like that.
He did.
Why can't we get Giancarlo one more year? Hit 35, hit 80 RBIs, hit 220, 230. Can we get that Giancarlo one more time?
If we could get him to hit 220, 230, you're probably in business because he's probably going to hit 30 plus homers.
Correct.
So that to me is best. That's probably at this point of his career. That's probably best case scenario for where he is. You know, that's Javier said Stanton's crawling to the plate by June. Oh man, don't do that to G, man. Come on, we need him. We need him, man. But nah, if he could bat 230, hit 30 plus, I think you sign up for that every single day. Every year you would sign up for that one.
Yeah, man.
3-2 from the Heen dog is fouled away. Emmanuel Rivera the batter. 10-0. Texas, back-to-back 5-run innings.
That's my cousin. No, he's playing, guys.
Okay, that's his cousin. The Heen dog. The Heen dog is his cousin.
No, Rivera. All right, let's see.
Another person up in the pen. My goodness.
You could bring Randy Johnson out of there.
I was about to say.
Ay, Dios mío.
One away. Once a Yankee fan, always a Yankee fan. Hey, that's a good motto to live by. Chris Tiger Harris, in my opinion, for the Yankees, need to rebuild whole new everything. I disagree with that, man. I've always disagreed with that when people say that. I don't think the Yankees need to do a rebuild. I don't see it that way, as like change up everything. Now, if you're talking a rebuild being, I think they need to rebuild a coaching staff and a philosophy of the team. Yeah. But I think there's some good players in place that they could build around. They just got to add a couple of strong pieces.
Correct.
Hit on the ground. Seager fires from behind the bag. Got him.
I mean, don't forget, guys, if Judge is healthy, the Yankees make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Yankees make, and that's the issue with the fans who know that you still need more in the playoffs than just Judge. And this is why the fan base was so vocal about making changes in the offseason, and the front office didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Because it's like they would just want to get in. They just want to get in. And expecting Billy McKinney to have the postseason that Adolis Garcia is having. No.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's likely not going to happen. As the 0-1 is, did he go? Yes, he did. He did. Count as 0-2 on Marte.
Beauty says, Kev, the question is why the Yankees can't fix anybody. That's another good question too.
Well, I think Judge did a little bit of answering that one too, as this one is hitting the air right center field, and the man continues to hit. That's going to be an easy double for Marte. In the gap to right center field. Dude cannot stop hitting right now. After that hit, he's hitting .353 this postseason with a .954 OPS.
That's a guy who could have been a Yankee, fellas. Another player the Yankees passed on. When there were rumors about Gallo, that was the guy, and Marte was on the block too. That was one guy I was really pushing for the Yankees to get.
Yep.
Again, they go, and that's the thing that we say, right? They go with the lefty who just hit bombs and strikes out instead of going with a switch hitter who they didn't have either.
Puts the ball in play.
Yeah, man.
Could play could play the outfield, could play second base.
Correct.
You know, he does a lot of good things.
Just think about it. That in 2009, I believe that lineup had 4 switch hitters.
Yeah.
Like 2 lefties.
Yep.
Come on, bro.
It was completely balanced. It was either righty lefty or righty switch with everybody. But to go back to answer what he was saying there about why the Yankees can't fix anybody, I think Judge kind of pinpointed that a little bit too when he said a lot of these guys, you know, they just get to the major leagues and That's also like, you got to look into these things. The dude literally said, getting to the major leagues does not end it for you. Getting to the major leagues is just not that's not just good enough. You got to keep working.
Yep.
For Judge to say that, I guess my only question then is, who are the guys in the clubhouse? Like, what, are the coaches not doing it? Like, something is off. Something is wrong in the Yankee clubhouse. I've been saying that for a long time. It just seems as clear as day to me that something is off. He also brings up, of course, the numbers as the inning is over. We'll go to the top of the fourth. He brings up the numbers that they're looking at, right? He's bringing up, we're not focused on batting average. We're focused on all these other numbers that don't really translate when these kids get to the major leagues.
No. At the end of the day, people have to understand that the minor league system, the way they evaluate, is a little bit different than what you evaluate in the major leagues. We want results. They just look at bat per at bat, like how hard they hit the ball, was it barreled, the launch angle, exit velocity as well is something big. This is why Josh Donaldson still has a job in the major leagues, because of exit velocity. That guy would not have a job in the early 2000s, in the late 90s, because the way he's hitting the ball. Now, granted, it keeps also guys in the system who potentially pan out and be great because they look at different metrics. I'm not shying away from that, But when do you start teaching approach? At the end of the day in the minors, they don't care about the team winning. They just care about you developing. So when they get to the major leagues, it now becomes a team mindset. Yeah, it's a completely different aspect and point of view. So it's interesting, man. And that's the thing. You have to find the right balance.
No doubt about it. It's all about that. As Crunchy Hunchy Tunchy with the super chat says, Happy Halloween. Muhahaha. IKF was safe. He was. IKF was safe. Long running joke we have here. Rod Thompson with the super chat says, I guess my point regarding the Yankees is I can't believe they misjudged the market that badly. They do it all the time, though, bro. They do it all the time. The Yankees have done that for a very, very long time now. It's not some new thing, unfortunately. It's not some new thing. They've made constantly, wrong picks. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to change in the front office to make Brian Cashman do his job better. I have no idea. I don't know if Brian Sabian and Omar Minaya are going to be a little more involved. I hope they are. But we don't know. We don't know. It's going to be interesting to see the presser, to see, if they're going to ask Cashman questions along those lines of, are you happy with all the moves that you've made? Do you feel like there's a different approach that needs to be taken? Have you guys learned anything from the last year? It's going to be interesting to see what his response is, because a lot of times he's very, very hesitant to say we've been wrong. He doesn't like to say that we've been wrong or we've made some poor choices. Correct. He don't like saying that stuff. So,
or maybe just make it cupcakey like you guys do in the clubhouse. Just say we've mismanaged. Maybe we've over-evaluated some metrics or some players that were when they got to, and just give it the word vomit that you know how to give anyway. Just give it differently. Just don't give us the same BS that you're hearing, right?
We can't get the same nonsense, man. Can't get the same nonsense. Acevedo, batting average, of course, batting average matters, man. And, it does also depend on the players. It does depend on a certain player you're looking at. Some guy's game is different, as that's a caution. I think A-Rod talked about that recently.
As much as you guys, and we'll wait for this pitch right here, as much as everybody loves, I love analytics as well, because it's just nice. Yeah. Right? But
it's another number to look at, because it does tell a story. Correct.
You still see the same metrics since 1990. Batting average, RBI, home runs, OPS.
Yeah. Yep.
Or on base percentage. That's the ones they switch. OPS, on base, slugging. Those are the ones they switch. But batting average, RBI, home runs is what everybody watches. Yeah. And at the end of the day, that lets you know if that player is contributing to the team. It's okay that he's smoking the ball every time, but he's getting out. And I bet you that player would prefer to be lucky sometimes.
Of course. As the count is now 2-2. And like I said before, a lot of these players, like I hear a lot of accounts and stuff like that talk about certain players, and they go, oh, well, this was just it was a lucky season for this player because their exit velocity wasn't high, it wasn't above average, or it wasn't this or it wasn't that. That doesn't mean the player was lucky. It's just a different style of player. At the end of the day, Luis Ariz is one of the worst guys when you look at analytics. You mean to tell me that his game doesn't fit a club?
Mm-hmm.
A guy that just chops the ball, puts the ball in play? I mean, that's who he is. As Garver strikes out one away. I mean, you can't tell me you wouldn't want that. And every team would want that guy in his team.
Correct. He's still a guy that, I mean, I look at him in the Yankees. If he was in the top of the lineup, another reason Judge would have 100 RBIs because the Rise would be on base.
How many games would the Yankees, instead of them being down 2-0 in the fifth inning, would they be up 2-1, 3-0 early in the first, second inning?
Yep.
I mean, because these guys are on ahead of Judge, who never seems to have anybody on for him. Ryan Curry says the best hitter in the league. I mean, average-wise, yes. No doubt. That's hit on the ground to first base. That'll be 2 away. Nightmare Halloween for Arizona. No doubt about it. Down 10-0. We are 2 subscribers away, folks. 2 subbies away from 19,800.
Let's go. I got 192 in here. I know some guys are here not sub. Let's go. Hit that sub.
Hit that subby. Hit that likey. That also helps a lot.
If you're a Yankee fan, if you're not, the offseason is near. If your team doesn't have anybody that talks about it, we still talk ball. Mainly Yankees, of course. But just because the offseason, you'll be talking about other teams no matter what. So
count as 0-2 on Josh Young, 2 for 2 today. If you are just joining, Texas has just absolutely obliterated everybody that Torey Lovello has brought in. I don't like the order he's went to. Miguel Castro and men on base was kind of an odd move early, and he got absolutely destroyed. So big home run by Simeon, big home run by Seager. Jankowski's having a great game. So they're absolutely going to work.
Oh my
on the
God.
Dbacks.
Oh wow.
On hitting the air to center field and deep, going back, still back. Ball is caught on the wall, short of the wall. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 10-0. Texas. Bryce, I am not going to the winter meetings, no. But we will have some announcements in the coming days of where we are going.
Coming days. Some big, huge announcements, chat.
Some huge news. Not fake news, huge news.
Some great news, people. A lot of great people. A lot of great things coming.
Just don't tell him to say Puerto Rico again. He's at Puerto Rico.
My man was shooting paper towels at Puerto Ricans who don't have water for 2 weeks, bro. Come on, man. This guy's hilarious, bro.
Dios mío. Puerto Rico.
Rico.
Hilarious.
I will say, as much as what happened, something, and I think of it back, like as much as you guys laugh at players, I look at the pitch, I do my job, taito contigo, and I thank God every day. Like as much as you guys laugh when guys we laugh as hard when you guys try to talk Spanish. Por favor, yo quiero hacerle un llamado a todas las personas que le gusta el presidente. Me gusta. Like, trust me, we laugh exactly.
Hey, that's the beautiful thing about all the differences, right? You gotta laugh about it. You gotta laugh and have a good time about it.
Oh yeah.
Gotta laugh and have a good time about it. Okay, William Henry. Better to go to DR. Okay. Yeah, I like DR. But DR's one of my go-to spots. Pete, the main news is April 20th, event day, or for everyone to meet up. Pete, the main news is April 20th, event day for everyone. Yes. I'm sorry. I don't know if for some reason I thought there was a question in there, but there wasn't. My bad on that one, Matthew. Yes, the 20th is going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait, man. April 20th is going to be unreal. And I should have an update, I believe, on that, definitely in November at some point, where we'll get all the tickets to be transferred over, and we should get about, I think we're getting maybe 70, 80, 90 more.
There you go, 90.
So that whole Audi club is going to be NYYU. Like the entire thing is going to be us.
NYYU.
NYYU. I've had a lot of people already messaging me too, saying when the tickets are available, you guys know, because we're gonna have the link in there, and I'll be saying it every 3 seconds. So you know when it's available. You will know immediately, as we are now one subby away.
Steele says that Trump says the Mexican people love me, Puerto Rican people love me.
As we will go to the bottom of the fourth, the Heen Dog is still on the mound. Who expected this from Heaney after seeing the Yankees?
Imagine you go 6, Shuddy.
That would be amazing. Outside, 1-0. Kerry says, loving my NYYU sweatshirt. Kerry, I'm actually working on, what the hell's today? I think I might have it out by Friday. We are working on an exclusive NYYU line that is very, very different than any shirts we have released yet. But those are going to start coming out, I want to say, on Friday. Be ready for that. I can give you the hell with it. I'll give you guys the players that are going to be involved. We got a Judge. We got a Cole. We got a Dominguez. There's one more. What the hell's the other one? Judge, Cole, Dominguez. Oh, a Jeter. A Jeter Legend one, which is unbelievable. The Jeter Legend one is phenomenal. Wait till you guys see that one.
It's some fire.
And then I'm still kind of working on the last one. I think it's gonna be Volpe, but we'll see.
I love the Cole 2 one.
That's Cole one is fire too. Hey, oh no, he walked him. Heaney's looking around like, where the hell did that miss? What's up, Yankees, Kyle? Yeah, this guy got to get it going soon.
And there you go, Pete.
Oh, you got ahead of me again. Oh,
I just pulled ahead
down
of
the
you.
left field line. Yeah, a double down the left field line. Is he gonna score?
Boy. No.
Nope.
Moreno's
Second and
running.
third now. Imagine they like score like 6 runs, and that would be insane.
I mean, they got the pitcher on the mound.
They got the right guy in the mound. I tell you that much. You're right about that.
Dios mío. Nah, I think Bochy might give him one more guy and be like, nah, I got a 10-run lead, but I'm not letting you give.
Yeah, but Bochy's definitely not going to push this one. No doubt about it. No way. Ain't no way he's pushing this one.
Mike Maddox come out, talk a little bit. Give him a breather.
Little Mike Maddox time. Okay, great start by the Rangers. I mean, you don't get much better start than being up 10-0 in the fourth.
Williams says Judge second, Soto third. Listen, I won't be surprised if Boone does that.
They probably would.
Yeah,
I would.
I would prefer Soto ahead just because he gets on base so much, and that just gives the RBI opportunity. Those 40 solo shots that he hit when he was getting 62 would become multi-home run home run. So
I would just say this honestly: if they batted Soto Judge second and Soto third, that's just another Yankee mistake, man. I gotta just be honest with that one. That is just such a dumbass way of putting together a lineup. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Every time you say it, more like sniffing ass.
It's like sniffing ass. You're looking up. It's unbelievable. I mean, I don't understand how we can be this stupid. The guy gets on base. That's the main thing he does.
Yeah.
That's the point. Get him on top of the order.
And it's not like
you bat him first, they bat him third, to be honest.
And it's not like Judge hits a lot of ground balls either. So
Exactly. Acevedo says Kev Basoto's better numbers come batting third. I don't care about that. I don't like that stat. I never liked that stat of where they bat, they hit better. No,
trust me,
depends on the lineup.
Trust me, he'll hit a lot better with Judge behind him too.
His fastball's right down to Johnson.
Yeah, that's also another thing that's going to be disgusting to watch him rake. He's gonna probably hit 300 if Judge batting behind him.
That'll be unbelievable. If that guy ever does that, you're talking about MVP award easy.
You're talking about if he hits ahead of Judge, guys. I'm just letting you know he's going to hit 300 and his on base is going to be 450.
Yeah, that would be absolutely stupid. Kerry said he's booking a trip to DR in June. Is that a good time? Looking at the Majestic Mirage. Thoughts? I got a lot of great experiences in resorts in DR, and there's other times where we have not gone to resorts. But I've never had a bad problem at a resort in DR.
Kerry, I actually went to the Majestic Mirage. I loved it. Phenomenal. The bartenders, amazing. And that's one thing, I drink a lot.
I don't stop.
It is what it is. I mean, I'm not an alcoholic, but when I'm on vacation and I'm in a party, I drink. But yeah, I went to the Mirage and everything was great. The room, the food, but especially the bartenders, the drinks.
Yep. I would
Fam
say my favorite one as the 3-2 is right down to Johnson. He struck him out. Big out right there from Heaney. Gets fam looking. I would say for me, if he hits behind Judge, he'll just get pitched around a lot. I'll get
It
back
depends
to that
who's
one.
behind Judge.
Yeah, it depends on who's behind Judge and how you figured it out. That's called building a lineup. That's exactly what we're talking about. It's called constructing a proper lineup.
Yeah, you get two guys on, and you got Giancarlo batting cleanup, or Glaber. Remember, Glaber's still part of this team for now.
Yeah.
So Judge gets on with Soto and Glaber with one out, or not. That's still. I mean, you're still not talking about an easy out there. Glaber's not striking out much.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the Glaber dropping the strikeouts is something that all the young kids in that lineup should be looking at or talking to him about at least. So that one's fouled away to count as 1-1. My favorite resort I stayed in DR was definitely Ocean El Fado, which was
you ever went to Hard Rock? I
I
haven't went to Hard Rock.
I've never done Hard Rock before, but Ocean El Fado was amazing. But I've done all the Barcelos.
Okay.
Ocean El Fado was definitely my favorite because the funniest thing is we got a swim up room. And we're sitting out in the swim up room, and I looked at Jira and I said, the only other thing that will make this amazing is that somebody came over here and like served us drinks here. The minute I said that, dude comes walking over. Can I get you guys something to drink? I said, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Nice.
Just like that. And then yeah, man, you don't have to leave. You just stay right there. It was amazing. It was amazing. This one hit in the air to right center field. It's gonna be a sac fly.
June's great. The weather's always good over there, but June's not a lot of rain, so that's good. It's not hurricane season either.
I went in May and I got destroyed by storms.
Yeah, June is right there where the storms are over, so you should be all right. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the Mirage, you get your own butler, bro. Like they'll make your reservations for you for the other restaurants besides the buffet, and if you have any request, the butler normally will help you out with that. Like he'll give you his number with a WhatsApp, and you can. It's dope.
Yep. And let me tell you something, man. In those resorts, they'll take care of you, man.
Yeah,
they'll take care of you. Like that's the one thing I love about DR more than anything is that the people there people are phenomenal. I mean, it really is. It's really, really good. Yeah, that was Jira's first time in the resort. She never stayed in the resort before. That was her very first experience in the resort.
Oh, man. And she's like, because I stay in El Bajo Mundo. Oh, man. Yeah, resorts are phenomenal, man. It's
a great experience.
It's like, oh, my God, everybody's so nice. The fuck?
It's amazing, man. It's unbelievable. We've always had exceptional experiences. Like, it's never been a miss. There's never been a miss. The only one that we were a little upset about, I forgot which Barcelo one it was.
Ground out to first.
Yep, that'll end the inning. So we go to the top of the fifth, 10-1 now, Texas. But the only one that I ever had an issue with, and it wasn't an issue like that somebody did something wrong or nothing like that, they wouldn't give nobody water. So they're like, oh, you got to go to the bar in the pool to get a water bottle. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. That's insane.
Oh, that was what the one.
It was the weirdest. Trust me, it was the Jared. Like, everything about it was beautiful. It was a great resort. It was the Barcelo Princess or the Barcelo. It was one of the Palace. The Barcelo Palace is the one it was.
That's weird too. Yeah.
It was weird, man. It was really strange. It was like you couldn't get no water bottles, and they're like, this is the strangest shit I've ever seen in my life. And yeah, it was odd, man. M Stone says buy a bottle. Yeah, I would have liked to. There was none. That's the point. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't trying. They don't
sell water at a resort, bro. Over there. That tells me you haven't been to a resort.
They sell alcohol. They sell alcohol bottles over there.
They sell that. They don't sell that. They'll sell you cigars. They won't sell you water.
Cigars and stuff like that. But there was no friggin' water. No, I'm like, this is absolutely batshit crazy.
I did go to a resort where they gave you two empty, like containers, and they had the waters all on every floor that you can refill
we had that on
bottle.
A couple of them too.
Yeah, so that's really good because you can just fill it up and go to the beach or go to the pool and you have your water there. But yeah, man.
Yeah, I've been to a lot in DR, man. Had
And when they cook it,
many good times.
When they cook in the beach, they do the
Oh.
paellas in the beach.
Oh my God.
They do that paella on the beach.
That's funny, right? Because you're talking about the resorts and how nice it is, but then you get down to the things like the food. And you're all right, everything is fresh. Mm-hmm. Everything is fresh. Like, everything is cooked right there.
Right in front of you.
It's just unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
We're gonna plan our NYYU trip to DR.
No doubt. No question. No, that's like a mandatory thing that has to happen.
Yeah. A business trip, like Jira likes to call it.
Exactly. It's a business trip. There it is. I once went to a shady hotel. They stole my towel. Really, Hirsch? You're killing me over here.
Hi, Hirsch.
You're killing me, Hirsch. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, this guy. La Romana. Beautiful place. Beautiful place.
A lot of players have villas there.
Mm-hmm.
Their own villa.
I've seen it. You can look up some of the spots online. Like, wow.
That's another thing too, guys. I mean, if you guys want to explore, I mean, I always recommend having somebody that knows the area over there.
Yeah.
But you can rent the villa out in La Romana and Samaná, and it's just amazing. Like, it's
an unbelievable experience. As Nelson is in the game, the face low, the count is 0-1. Let me know if I pulled ahead of you because I had to actually update.
I got it. Hi,
yep.
1-1.
1-1. Yep. Ooh, La Boca Chica. Oh yeah, I had some great nights in Boca Chica, no doubt.
Boca Chica. You ever had Johnny Keke?
Don't tell Jira that. Don't say that word. All right, don't say that word. Don't say that. Watch. I'm gonna wait for the chat because she's gonna come up. Watch. That's our all-time favorite. The 1-2 is high, 2-2. I'm waiting for a text about, yeah, we're going to DR with Kev. I'm waiting for the text after you saying that. There she is. I was like, I'm waiting for it. As the 2-2 is hit down the left field line, that is a foul ball.
All right. That's the 2-2. Almost hit the camera guy.
Almost good. That's the last thing we need is another camera guy getting hit.
Wait. Tráete 5 Johnny Keke. Tráetelo todo. Bring them all.
Bro, the greatest thing in the world, right, is in DR when you got the street vendors cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled over one time and they put all the pork in a bag. And I mean, by all means, I didn't have lemon or nothing, so my stomach was killing me by the time we got back. But that shit was so friggin' good.
Yeah.
The
chicharrones spots over there, man. Out everywhere, bro. They chopping it right in front of you. All that grease hits your short street. Like, oh shit, but
yeah, you get destroyed pretty quick, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
A lot of Europeans overall in D-Rod in DR, because I know Boca Chica was like owned by all Italians when we were there. They were like, oh, we'll set you up in here. I talked to the owner. He was like, just come use my private. That area is private. You guys could just stay out there. Nobody could come there. It was legendary. He was just like, nah, stay out there all day. You're good.
Well, that's the cool thing too, right? Like, not for nothing. People like to complain about people not learning the language here, but you go over there in those resorts in Punta Cana, especially, and they'll speak German. They'll speak
100% everything.
They'll speak English, and that ball is smoked.
One away.
All right.
Thought it was hit better than that.
Yeah, I thought it was hit better than that too.
One out, nobody on.
German, of course, Spanish, English. They'll speak French. They'll speak like 5 languages. Like when they're talking,
they'll have somebody too that definitely does at least.
Yeah, because there's a lot of Europeans love Dominican Republic too, bro.
Yep,
like it's insane.
No doubt. 19,800 on the books, folks. Thank you so much. We are 200 subscribers away from 20,000. Guys are awesome. Thank you.
Lego. Mi Yanique, por favor.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah. That's not something we get a lot in Santiago, where I'm from. So when we used to visit my cousins in La Capital, definitely Boca Chica was a spot we always hit.
It got really, like, Boca Chica has come up a lot too.
It went downhill for us, and we would go somewhere else. I think it was called Bayacane or Guayacane, like another beach right up from Boca Chica, because it got to the point where Boca Chica was just too packed.
Yeah. 1-2 count on Heim. 1 out, nobody on. But DR is absolutely legendary. One of the best places. 1-2 is the count. 10-1 ball game. Texas absolutely running away with this one. Looking to take a 3-1 lead. Pitch.
Jesus.
Hey, struck him out. 2 away.
That's cool, Kerry. Taking the son out there because he's studying. You want to take a hack at it? I just say engineering. I'll say that.
Where's it at?
Right above Jira's messages. It's a little up.
I got no clue.
He just got named team lead for NASA rocket contest.
Oh,
Psyched.
okay.
So it's kind of like man.
meeting.
That's really cool, Kerry. Yeah, he'll love it.
All right, I am gonna jump out of here for 1 second. I'll be right back, folks.
No problem. 10-1. Will the Dbacks come back? Do you guys think that, chat? Hell no. Ay, Dios mío. Rangers fan might get a break tonight, man. You might get Heaney out here with a 7-inning 1-run ball. I'm Yorinac from Santiago. I'm from Santiago, and it's called Embrujo Tercero. That's right when you're getting into the city, right before you get to the Monumento and all that stuff. So it's really close to like the entrance of Santiago. That's where I live. I stay by. Jerry, thank you very much. Yeah, I used to speak a little bit of French. In Dominican Republic, you learn Spanish, French, and English in high school. So obviously because Haiti's right next door and they speak French and Creole, so they teach you a lot of French over there. But je m'appelle Kevin, je suis dominicain, j'habite in New Jersey. That's all I know. That's all that's left from my French. Johnny, my gente de Salcedo. Yes, sir. La gente de Salcedo activo. Okay. D-backs 35-1. Man, listen. I never like to say a series is over, but honestly, if the Rangers, it's always preferably just finish it off, right? Just even though it's not in your home field, but if the Rangers can take this tomorrow, honestly, everybody knows the D-backs. Both of these teams play well on the road, so if the D-backs win and they go back to Texas, you never know what might happen. And don't get me started with a fucking Game 7. Don't get me started with that. Yankee Cat, how you doing? How you doing?
I don't. Philo says, Kev, you from Santiago?
Yes, I'm from Santiago, fellow. De Cibao. Katie says, where did I get my hat? I got this on Fanatics. A lot of people love it. I love Yankee hats with the World Series patches.
Me too. I always like those.
They're so nice. I got this on Fanatics. I'm always on the lookout for them. But yeah.
If the Yankees win a World Series, I'm gonna make an NYYU World Series patch hat.
Nice.
No doubt. No doubt. Shane says if you're watching, you should be liking. I agree with that 100%, Shane. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
I definitely agree with that. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I feel like we could get ready to start. Like, I'm going to start doing a countdown of subs basically pretty soon because we're at 200. One more, we're at 199. Getting closer and closer. Johnny, yes, man, I'm definitely serious. I will certainly make a Yankee an NYYU hat with a I'll create my own World Series patch. But yes, we will do that. We will do that.
And Rivera gets in the box. Well, no, he's 1-1.
1-1. Yep, that's what I'm seeing.
The
Heaney dog is still in the mound. Pitch number 70 is hit on the ground. The third. Fields fires. Got him, man. Who expected Andrew Heaney to be doing this?
You might see a seven innings of 1-run ball by Heaney with his pitch count.
You might. You might, man. Heaney's out there right now just doing his thing. He is doing his thing. He is doing his ting-ting. Pitch to Perdomo is a call strike. That's all you got to do. Keep throwing strikes, man. You up by 9. Bochy knows how to manage a game. Hey, man, he's proved me dumb many times this series when I've said to make moves or don't do that move. And everything he's done has worked. I mean, it really has. Every move he's made has worked.
Today we talked about Janikowski. Pete said that he thought maybe Duran would get the start. No.
I'm like, how do you not go to Duran here? And look what Jankowski's, 2 for 2.
Yep.
1 and 2 on Perdomo. Bubblegum Boone would have pulled him already. He probably would have been on a count. And they would have stuck to that. He probably would have went 3. And they would have had some other guys in the pen right now. That is true. 1-2 incoming. Pitch is low. 2 and 2. 2 and 2.
2-2 on Perdomo.
That's right. Dos-y-dos. Dos-y-dos.
Tostitos.
Tostitos. Pitch. Low.
No.
3 and 2. 3 and 2. This is more than Bochy could have hoped for. Scott Wright, I'm probably there with you. They probably would have been happy with 4. With him pitching into the 5th as he walks Perdomo, that's the last thing you want to see. See, as a manager, those are the type of things that would really piss me off. I'm like, bro, you up by 9.
Yeah, just throw strikes.
Throw a strike down the middle, man.
This guy's been scorching.
Marte, absolute hell of a ball player. AI will never be able to manage baseball, okay?
You'll get Corbin after, so I still think he's still good.
There's a call strike.
Slider.
0-1. Hey, Hank, how you feeling about your team, Hank? How you feeling about your Rangers, Hank?
I'm low-key envious, Hank.
I agree, man. When they win it's going to hurt a little bit as this one is hit on the ground to first base.
Oh, good play.
Yeah, smart idea just to go to first. No reason to mess around here. 2 outs, runner on second. Now they are getting him a World Series win. After 5, he's out. I feel good, Pete. You should feel good, Hank. You definitely should, man. Your team is looking good. Gotta love how former Yankees are playing in the World Series. Yeah, it's a bit of.
Tell me about it.
It's definitely a bit of them, man.
Even Chapman.
even Chappie. Chappie's out there. What? He's the rest of this game and then 1 win away from getting a World Series title. So.
Yep.
Got it with the Cubs. Gonna get it here potentially. Bochy comes out of retirement and just scoops up another World Series ring. Adds to his Hall of Fame resume. Maybe one of the greatest managers of all time. I think he kind of already is that. But with another chip, he's no doubt about it in the conversation of the best of all time.
Some people were bringing his regular season managerial record, which is I think is just above 500, if not even below. And this is where I just laugh.
He did it a long time too, man.
What did
managed a shit long
Matt
time.
has 4 chips.
Yeah, he got 4 titles.
Yeah, that's what you want.
I mean, let me be honest here. I know, even I've said this before, managers make a difference. But a lot of times if that talent is absolutely shit and you got nothing to work with, it really doesn't matter what you do as a manager. You can push guys and do this and that. It's hard to get a team to do very well. But it's the same thing with players too. Look at a guy like even Kurt Schilling. Kurt Schilling early in his career with the Phillies, I mean, these weren't great teams.
Correct.
Some guys play in tough ballparks. Some guys play in Colorado. They go somewhere else, and all of a sudden they're good. But maybe their first 5-6 years, was in a park that didn't fit them. So there's a lot of variables that go into these things. Bochy's going to the Hall of Fame, Hirsch, no doubt about it.
Especially this masterclass with this team. Because, I mean, everybody, I think the Rangers are still 40-1. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Rangers and maybe the Diamondbacks, maybe the Marlins had worse odds to win the World Series in the beginning of the playoffs. But besides that, I know for a fact they weren't, because the bullpen.
Yep.
If you asked anybody in the beginning of the way they finished the season, again, these are 2 teams that finished worst. Like the
Yeah,
last 2 weeks,
that's right.
the Yankees almost swept Arizona Diamondbacks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, man,
Yep.
stand up for cancer.
Players need time, no question. Players need time. Look, sometimes managers, it takes them a little while to understand, what works for them. There's a lot that goes into it. Is this was this done pregame or are they doing this now?
I think they're doing this now.
Is it? That's interesting. Stand up to cancer, folks. Kerry says call getting hot at the right time. I don't even necessarily agree if that's what's going on with the Rangers. I just think they're, Bochy's doing a hell of a job with playing with what he's got. And there's even been games where Chapman has struggled. He hasn't stayed with him. He takes him out the game. He goes to somebody else. He's done a really, really good job. There's not many things that I've seen that I can really question and go, that was just a bad, like, what were you thinking there?
I don't think there was a team hotter than the Philadelphia Phillies.
That's right. It's a great point.
Everybody had them going straight to the World Series and possibly even maybe beating the Astros if they get there, right?
Yeah, that's what it was. That was the talk, yep.
So it's like, but this, and then the last 2 games, I think Schwarber, Trey Turner, and Bryce went like 1 for 40-something, I think it was, or 1 for 30-something. That can switch like that in a game. And listen, man, I'm with this Arizona team. That game 7 just showed me that they can win ball games when nothing's working for them, but they got to keep it close. Today's just one-sided. So,
yep, yeah. This game today, forget about it. I mean, 10-1 right now. What is this? The top of the 6th coming up. I mean, this is about as done as you get. I don't see them having a chance in this game, and then beating the Rangers 3 in a row with their pitching. That's going to be very tough. They'll have to beat Evaldi again. They'll have to beat Montgomery again. I mean, those are huge odds for the Rangers.
Yeah, that game 1 still haunts me, man. I can't believe they gave that up, bro. As soon as he walked, I think, was it Tavares?
Yeah, I think so.
I was like, shit.
Yeah, that was a game 1 was great. Game 1, I think, was one of the better games of the postseason, actually.
Yeah, it was.
So, I mean, I think this World Series has also been pretty good so far. I mean, the whole playoffs to me, I think it's always good. But this year, we've had a lot of great games.
Yeah, correct. Rooting for Seattle.
I was rooting for Seattle for a while. Huh? Seattle been out of things for a little bit now. They're on the same boat as the Yanks, man. They didn't even get in there. At this point, man, get this World Series over, and let's get hot stove time cooking. Let's see what this team is going to look like next year, man.
It is going to be interesting. Yep.
That's what I'm waiting for, man. It's going to be extremely interesting. You can't come out here and talk again and say whatever it is that you guys are going to say next week. As you guys know, whenever that happens, we'll have videos on that coming out to react to what I believe it's Hal Steinbrenner and Brian Cashman are expected to talk. I don't think it's anybody else. I don't think it's Boone or anybody. I think it's just going to be those two. And we'll see. We'll see what happens and, what changes they're expecting. Because I don't feel like you're going to have that either and not announce any type of change. I feel like they'll give hints about like personnel changes potentially.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I think the Yankees will need a hitting coach. I think they'll need a bench coach.
Correct.
Maybe some more. Maybe some more. It would be nice that they needed a new coach, but obviously they're bringing Boone back.
No. Yeah, I know. I don't think, like you said, I mean, I do think Boone's gone after this year, unless the Yankees somehow,
if they win the World Series.
Yeah, I don't think Boone's coming back.
As the 1-0 is inside 2-0 on Jankowski, 2 for 2 today. Tight end of the Rangers.
Of the Texas Rangers.
The Texas Rangers. 2-0. Right down L. Johnson. And the count is 2-1.
The Rangers become one more game and 4 innings closer to listening to some Creed.
Yeah, that's right, man. They brought Creed back to many, many people. And while Underground always calls out the Yanks on their BS, I mean, yeah, I mean, look, it's, I love the our motto, real talk for the real fan, because we can all actually think differently, but we're not gonna think a certain way just because there's a narrative. That's the thing we're not gonna do, as that is a ground out one away. We all could have different mindsets of what the Yankees are doing. We might disagree on moves, but we're gonna tell our truth. And you're always gonna get that here. C-Max says, I saw Creed live, smoked a big J.
Oh my God. Okay.
All righty then. Imagine the D-backs pull a 0-4 Red Sox. Yeah, I don't want to think of the pain. That's outs. Not happening. I don't see that happening, though. And plus, they've already won a game, too, so they wouldn't have to win. They wouldn't have to win 4 in a row.
Michaelino, Rangers just avenged the Yankees in the LCS and about to avenge the Yankees this series with the 2001 World Series with the Diamondbacks. I said this before. I think we were talking about it. Honestly, I still want the Yankees to beat the Astros in the playoffs for me. I agree. To be better. And yeah,
it's deserving. It's something the Yankees. I feel like the Yankees need. The Yankees kind of need to do that, is to defeat them. But yeah, I mean, look, the Rangers are doing their thing. All you could do is salute what they're doing. They're doing a great job. That one is fouled away. And look, they built their team very well. It's been a lot of trades, a lot of free agent signings, a couple of guys coming up through the system that have been very good. And that's the way a bigger market team works, because Texas is a big market team. They're going to probably have a payroll close to $200 million, if not over that, next year. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, this is a team that is big market. And once they got that TV deal, you knew they were going to sign a lot of guys. They did. They got the new stadium. But the Yankees aren't capitalizing, and that's something I always talk about, on who they are and what they are. It's kind of like they're managing a small market club is what they're trying to do. And he struck him out. That'll end the inning. But that's what the Yankees kind of do. It's kind of like Cashman sitting there going, I'm the GM of the Yankees, but how do I act like I'm the GM of the Royals? What type of sneaky good move do I make instead of the big one? Because I can't do that one. So let me get the sneaky move. Mm-hmm. Instead of the smart move, let me go for this. Let me try to be smarter than everybody else. The Yankees have a farm system. They have money. And that's really all you need. A farm system and money. If you got both of those, you should be able to build and trade for whoever you want.
Yeah, I agree.
You should always be in competition for whoever's available. You should always be a threat to get somebody.
Yeah, and then also when it comes to, and this is where the GM, unfortunately, this is why sometimes we're a little bit vocal more on Cashman than Boone, because, I mean, at the end of the day, Cashman, you do get the players that Boone has. Some of these guys just haven't panned out. Just happened too many times now, My criticism of Boone will always be the culture and the managing of the bullpen, which drives me insane. And that is the worst part for me about Boone, is the way he manages the bullpen.
Yep.
That is so important in the postseason. And as you guys can see with this Texas team. So that is my concern with Boone. Not saying that with a good offense and the Yankees always have a solid bullpen, you can overcome that. But yeah, man, when it comes to too many missed opportunities, when it comes to players, when it comes to trades, the trades that he's done, I mean, Frankie Montas, Josh Donaldson, it's just bad over bad. Since Giancarlo Stanton deal, I'm trying to think of a good trade that Cash did.
A good trade?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of.
Clay Holmes is probably a good one compared to what he gave up.
Okay.
I mean, if you're looking at major trades, that's tough. I mean, like a major big move, that's a tough one, man.
Since Giancarlo, there really is none.
Yeah, there really is none,
and they haven't panned out. I mean, the Josh Donaldson just drives me insane.
It's just it makes no sense. That's the problem. It makes no sense to anybody.
Like that was just like, you could have just let go of Gary Sanchez.
Yeah, at that point, If you didn't need to trade him, you don't need to take on $50 million of Donaldson for what?
Or trade him straight up for like a 5th-round pick somewhere in Oklahoma or whatever. Like, why in the world would you take a 35-year-old making $25 million?
Makes no sense. And that's why the last great trade of a big player was probably A-Rod. I mean, a really great trade that panned out. They got a chip from it.
Mm-hmm.
Even too, I'll give him another one. When he brought back Alfonso Soriano. Soriano was great for the Yankees during that low period. Yeah. So he's done a couple of those too.
If we go before, like one of the ones that I remember always is Bobby Abreu too, came via trade.
Bobby Abreu was excellent for the
Yankees. And he was good too. So I mean, it's not like he hasn't had it in him. It's just I mean,
he's been around long enough. You should be able to pick a few. You know what I mean? He's been around a shit ton of time.
And could it be that maybe this guy needs a break? He's lost his way.
Well, I've always said this about him. I think the league has passed up on him. Time has passed him by. He's been here really long. It's not a lot of times it's not good. I think Theo Epstein was the one who said that as the count is 0-2, Dane Dunning in the game. I think Theo Epstein said that he said something like 10 years plus is too long for anybody in any job. Like it starts to become stale at that point. Or you don't have the same, not necessarily even drive, but you don't have, things start to change around you that you're not used to. The game changes. And I just feel like that is what's happening with this organization because they're like backwards.
Kerry said Ibanez. Yeah, I remember Ibanez.
Ibanez was a good one. It's a couple of huge home runs against the Warriors in the postseason.
And coming back to that, and this is where I have an issue with the way some people manage today. Like if you don't remember that series, Girardi pinch hit A-Rod for Ibanez, right. and he tied the game with a solo shot.
That's right.
And then he won the game in the next at bat in the 11th.
Boone would never do that.
Boone would never do that. He would not bench Giancarlo in the 8th for a lefty or something else or somebody. And that is an issue where you think of at the end of the day, these are men playing a game, making millions of dollars. If you have to worry about their mental health or about their mindset, no, man. If anything, that's going to put a fire in their ass and make them work better. I mean, if you don't remember, I mean, A-Rod had some horrible postseasons.
Very bad.
Joe Torre dropped them to 7th once.
Yeah, 7th or 8th. Was it 8th?
Yeah, and it's just like
the Detroit series, I think it was.
It's what it is, man. It's like we're trying to win right here. You're not your best. Just work for it, you know?
Yep.
And you don't see that anymore.
Yep, no doubt about it. That's the way it goes, and it's that simple. Like I said too, man, my biggest gripe with Boone has truly always been, like you said, I'll sum it up by what you said too. You said the culture. I think that's the biggest problem right there. I don't think he truly understands the culture of the Yankees and winning. I don't think he gets it. I don't think he gets the concept of what the fans are looking for and what the fans want. Not that he should be managing to make the fans happy in that regard. There's going to be times we don't know, and there's other things that got to be made. But Aaron Boone, to me, just doesn't seem like he knows what the Yankees are about. He's like the wrong guy at the wrong time.
Correct.
He shouldn't be the manager of this team looking to win a World Series. The idea that, guys don't get benched. Even when he benched Donaldson, the dude came out and goes, no, he's getting a couple of days off, but we expect him to be great. That's not the way you bench a player.
Correct.
I'm not saying you got to throw him under the bus, but you don't come out and be like, no. He'll be back in a couple of games and we expect him to be phenomenal. Like it's
just said that's where we're discussing pregame, and we thought that there would be a better opportunity with this person in the lineup today. That's it. Next question. That's it.
Exactly. And moving on.
You don't have to acknowledge it or not acknowledge it, but you can't say that, oh, he's gonna be great. We're just giving him rest. Like come on, bro. Like
base hit the right field. That's he did a great job on this. Alex Cora did a phenomenal job when he benched Verdugo, and they asked him about it, and he was like, he kept repeating the same word. I don't remember exactly the word it was. But he kept repeating when they asked him why, what was the reason or what was going on here? Why did that happen exactly? As that's going to be an infield single for Tommy Pham. It'll be first and second, one out. But he just kept basically repeating that this was his decision and that is it. It's my decision, that is it. It's my decision, that is it. I don't have to tell you guys why the guy's being benched. The fact of the matter is there was an issue. We handled it the way we wanted, and that's it. That's it. Move on. You know, and that's just something that Boone just seems incapable of. It's too buddy-buddy with the team.
Yeah, correct. And listen, at the end of the day, and this is where we talk about the accountability, and it happens in any type of workspace where you're in your imagine you went about your day kind of like Brian Cashman, where you just made error after error in your job.
Yep.
And nobody bats an eye. Exactly. You wouldn't. Nobody would have a job with the last 3 years of his trades, of his picks, of his demeanor on the offseason about not addressing some concerns. Yep. Just by that alone, man, that tells you that I think he's a bit lost.
No doubt. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
And honestly, you can start talking about him after A-Rod, because when you look at those after 2001, because that's what all clicks teams. Those were drafts.
That could be two.
Click.
There's one as your DP.
That was the core four. All that was click, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not you, Cashman. You brought in Clemens, I think. Yeah, and David Cohn. I'll give you that.
Yeah, no, stick Michael and Bob Watson. I mean, put most of that stuff together for those clubs then. And, you know, I'm not taking, you know, a lot of times too, it's strange, right? When we live in a society now where if you sit there and go, I don't think Brian Cashman is good at his job. People go back to 1990, 1999 or 2000. I'm not talking about that. What we're simply saying is, you can't be this wrong for this many years. It's not about what you've done for me then. It's what are you doing for me now? What is this club looking like now? One, our payroll is bigger than it's ever been, which obviously is going to happen over time. We understand that. Mm-hmm. But every single move that you have decided to make has really negatively affected this team. You could even go to Boone.
Correct.
You could even add that and go, hey, the manager that you wanted has not worked out for us. And the clubhouse seems a mess. It's like we talked about earlier. It wasn't just Gleyber Torres. The entire team looks like they don't know how to run bases. Folks, that is on the coaching staff.
100%.
People go, yeah, but these guys played their whole life. But it's on the coaching staff to fix that, to address that.
Oh, to address the approach.
To address the approach. And that's a major problem with this team. So you can look beyond even moves with Brian Cashman and go, look, you brought in Mike Fishman. That's your analytical department that you went with. You're the president of baseball operations also. You've done all that. So come on, it goes a lot further than just making moves on the field. A lot of the messes we have now, it's under his leadership.
And Pete, to your point, a lot of people would argue and say, well, Boone won 100 games back-to-back after 2017. And I'll say this. The 2017 team was one game from going to the World Series. And you added Giancarlo Stanton to that.
Yep. What happened?
Is that fair?
Yep.
Are we not going to sit here and act like he didn't inherit a great team?
He did. A team that honestly should have won a World Series.
Correct.
100% that team should have won a World Series. And at the end of the day, I could tell you, we know what happened. What happened in that situation was that the Yankees had guys like Tony Pena, Larry Boa, Joe Girardi. That wasn't you think, let me ask you guys this question. You guys already know this answer. Do you think when Gary Sanchez made a couple of bad plays behind the plate in one game, do you think when he went back to the dugout, Joe Girardi and Tony Pena was not in his ear? 100% they were expecting him to be better every single day and every single year. The Yankees brought Boone in because it was supposed to be laid-back atmosphere. Mm-hmm. Let the kids just play ball. And guess what happened?
Buddy.
The effects show that they weren't pushed. And look what happened. They were not the same team they were before.
No.
It was no more putting the foot on the pedal. It was, all right, guys, ease up and just play ball. It's going to work. We'll be all right. Nope.
And one can say that Girardi maybe had lost his touch because we saw it with the Philly team. We're not gonna sit here and say no, but
he could have.
But maybe give Girardi. I mean, I don't think he would have taken a 1-year deal either. So that was a tough spot.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough spot.
Because I was like, maybe you bring in Boone with Girardi.
Yep.
Right, and have Boone under him for a year. But I don't know if Girardi would have taken a year. That maybe the Yankees tried that. We don't know, right? But listen, let's not sit here like Boone didn't get a great team. All right,
that's a phenomenal team.
That's nonsense. Stop using. I hate when you're smarter than that because a lot of those people who rebuttal that will throw numbers at you because why this player should be in the lineup or whatever the case may be. But then in stuff like that, you try to ignore it or act dumb. Stop it. This guy inherited a great team. I don't want to hear that he won 200 games back to back. We're not saying that he is a bad manager. We're actually saying after these 5 years, we're assessing what he's brought to the table, where his weaknesses are, and that doesn't help the Yankees right now. That's all we're saying.
Not at all. It does not help this team. It does not help this team win.
We're not far-fetched. I don't hate Boone.
No, I don't. People will laugh. Of course I don't. I don't hate the guy.
2019 is not his fault. Chapman threw a fucking slider.
Yeah.
That's not on him. We've never we haven't talked about Boone, honestly, until last year. Like the what he did last year. Like the way he managed the bullpen in the postseason last year. Yeah. That's where everything just blew up.
2 away for the Rangers, nobody on. That's a good point right there by Hirsch, too. And Hirsch, that's something I bring up a lot. Hiring a manager with no prior coaching experience in the New York market is sheer negligence. There's a lot of guys out there that could have taken over a World Series, a real legitimate World Series caliber team. Instead of a guy that you're going to sit there and go, you know what, give this guy his own coaching staff, no real experience on it, and let them just run this. It was a terrible, terrible time to do that. It was a really bad time to make that move. And that's why I'm even concerned now. People go like, yeah, but maybe like a Posada. I love Posada. I think he'd potentially be a very good manager. My concern with that is, who can he get guidance under early? It can't be Boone. Mm-hmm. People will be calling for Boone's job after the Yankees lose game 1.
Correct.
With Posada next to him. Are you kidding me? You can't put somebody like that next to Boone. Can't do it. You would have to hire Posada to be the manager and get him an experienced bench coach. Because people will be calling for Boone's job quicker than you could blink your eye. There's another base hit for Josh Young, third of the game. And another thing too with Boone that really bothers me. I don't know why this bothers me so much. Is there's zero urgency ever. There's got to be times, man, where you're like, bro, this ain't it.
The only time he cracked, and I will say, one thing I do love is when he goes at it with umpires because he does go stick up for his guys. But another thing that I'm gonna say is the only time he cracked was when the Yankees were almost had the worst collapse, as that is hit to left field and that is out number 3. Last year when the Yankees had a phenomenal start, and everybody was saying that the Yankees this is better than the '98 Yankees. And then they went to shit in July and almost lost the division, which I put money on Tampa Bay, I think it was last year, to maybe win the division. Just how this was like, if I'm gonna be pissed, I'm at least gonna make money off this shit.
Make some money to be pissed, yeah.
And he had to slam the table and say, "This is right in front of us." That's the only time I've seen emotion out of Boone. Yeah. And this is where I'm saying, when you go back, it's not only this year. When you go back to the trade deadline last year, and you added Benintendi, you added some guys that were healthy for about 2 months that were still able to make some changes, and the team was still playing like shit.
Yep.
That has to tell you something, man.
Yep. I remember when that happened, and everybody was comparing to the '98 team, and I would get a lot of shit because my response would always simply be, a lot of the red flags that we know about have not shown itself on this team at all. They've gotten very, very lucky out the gate. And I remember saying, just enjoy it while it's here. Not saying it's going to go away. I'm like, just stop the '98 comparisons. You shouldn't do that. Let this team play it out.
Correct.
And I remember saying, I said, I don't believe this team is as good as what we're seeing. I hope it is, but I don't see that when I watch them every day. I don't see this team that's that phenomenal. I really don't. And, I would get a lot of shit for it in the chat and everything. And when they collapsed and I said, this is more of what I've expected. And since that moment, right? Since the All-Star break of the following year, they've been a 500 club.
Yep.
They've been a 500 club. So You know, people talk about Boone won 100 games those back-to-back years. All right, well, how much different is those teams than now? He got Garrett Cole. He got Garrett Cole. He got Aaron Judge. So what's happened now? Maybe it's getting a little stale. Yeah. Maybe people know we put our cleats on, we play a game, we go home. That's it.
And you guys got to understand that 98 team, 80% of that won in 96.
That's right.
And they added David Wells to that team and stuff like that. They made some changes, but 80% of that team won 96 and lost in the ALDS in 97. So that was an experienced team. And that's something that
brought in good pieces, Brocious.
Yep. Yeah, those were the days, man.
Yeah. It'll be nice to see at least one more dynasty again, but who the hell knows?
And you definitely have two guys that you could build around, which is Cole and Judge. And that's why people arguing for a rebuild, I think it's nonsense when you have those two guys that way, and you're gonna waste their prime. Yeah,
you got one of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball and one of the best hitters in Major League Baseball. I mean, there's no way you sit there, look at that, and go, okay, what do we got to do? Because again, they're not the Royals. It's not like you can't go compete in free agency.
Correct.
You could go compete in free agent. You could go compete in any trade that's out there. They got a good farm system. People sell the Yankees farm system short. They got a good farm system. I mean, up and down, too. If we lose a couple of guys, there's other guys coming right up. And if you don't know much about that, go check out our top 30 prospects on the website. It's going to be great detail of the Yankees top 30 with a lot of video on all those guys. So there's many, many guys coming up that a lot of people aren't even aware of that are going to make a lot of noise over the next couple of years. I mean, there's a lot of you out there who didn't know who Augustine Ramirez was until he got hot this year. And, you know, he's a guy that I think is surprising a lot of people with how good his bat really is. And there's a lot more. Ben Rice came out of nowhere and is putting it together. Trey Sweeney had a better second half.
Yep.
So there's a lot of good guys, and there's a lot of good players in the DSL. That's right.
And the pitching as well when you got Thorpe, Beater, Warren.
Hampton's phenomenal. I mean, Hampton's an absolute dog out there. So there's a lot of good stuff going on. Yes, do things have to go right for the Yankees? No doubt, but they're I know when people go, yeah, Pete, they're not just a Soto away. Yes, but that's the step in the right direction. Because let me tell you this, as that's hit on the ground, that's a foul ball, count as 1-2. Let's say they get Soto and that's the only offensive move they make. Now let me ask you this. Let's see what happens if Wells has a good year. What happens if Volpe has a better year? It's like 240. Much better year. Now you're putting that with Judge being healthy.
Glaber's still there.
Glaber's still potentially being there. Now you got a legitimate offense. Now you're sitting there going, scoring runs shouldn't be a problem. So yes, it is a must. If Soto's available, you get him.
And if you want to sprinkle something on top, just get Candelario. And I was always saying that. And I will always say that.
I'm okay.
You don't know. You don't know what Rizzo's gonna look like.
You saw that?
Hit him in the cojones.
Hit him in the cojones right there. The
you don't know. You don't in the brochure. You don't know what Rizzo's gonna give you. DJ might end up playing some second, depending on if Glaber's on the team or not. I mean, it's just so many variables. I think DJ should assume the infield utility, and I think Waldo should be sent back down. Waldo needs to work on some things. Give him a little time in
AAA. Exactly. Yeah, give him a little bit of an extended time. There's nothing wrong with that. That makes a lot of sense.
Damn, you could put your whole outfit inside out. I don't think Diamondbacks are coming back.
I don't think they're going 10.
You see Waldo in the back?
Right
on. Well, you'll see.
Oh, he just got a piece of that. I thought he struck him out.
Right under the
2-2. When
they zoom out, right under the World Series logo on the right side, you'll see Waldo in the back of the home plate.
Let's see if we find Waldo. Okay, that's not Waldo. Hey, no World Series titles. Look at that. You got the Rangers, Brewers, Padres, Mariners, Rockies, and Rays. Oldest one right there being the Rangers, 1961. They were founded in 1961. There's Waldo. Pitch is, struck him out. Bradford got good stuff, man.
Let's see some he's in the chat.
A little bit of hey. Acevedo says, Kev, no Candelario. We got Peraza. DJ can take over first base.
Candelario's a switch hitter.
I like him, man. I agree. You won me over a bit on him as that ball is hitting the air to right field 2 away.
And you got to assume that the Yankees, even though they keep Gleyber, they might trade him at the deadline. So Peraza will probably be playing more second. And then you'll be able to have Candelario and DJ swap in first and third.
I'll just say this about Peraza. If Peraza's on the team next year, he got to be starting. If he's still a Yankee, he got to be starting. I mean, if you know, even if you try to trade from him, you can't. You got to sit there and go, he got to be a starter.
The thing with me is let's assume that we go into spring training and he just has a horrible spring training. You think the Yankees are going to roll him out right away? I don't think so.
Probably not. No, he'll probably go back to AAA again.
Exactly. So it's like you're, and I like Peraza, right? And I feel like he had a great start. Then when they called him back up, they didn't utilize him enough, right? But he had a good stretch here, and I don't know. I got to see more. His glove is there.
The glove is definitely there. The glove is absolutely phenomenal. I
know
Paul O'Neill's a big fan.
Oh, the tight end
is going to drop.
Oh, Simeon.
Oh, Simeon made the catch, and the last thing they need is injuries. Jankowski got ahead and getting that little tackle in on him right there.
I think Jankowski, the tight end, ended up. Oh, okay. Yep, the tight end ended up in the bottom. Okay.
Did he make the catch? Oh, he did make it. It was Jankowski that made the catch. Jankowski playing a ball game today. Is that'll end the inning? We go to the top of the 8th inning. 10-1 Rangers. 10-1 Rangers. Smacky that like, folks. No, Bradford wasn't the reliever the Yankees wanted. It was King. King was the reliever the Yankees wanted. Then he had the arm, and they saw something on the medicals, and they didn't take him. They swapped him out. King it wasn't Michael King. John King, I think it is. I think it's John King. He's a lefty reliever. He starts also for them.
Miguelino, that's a lot, bro. He said, imagine the Yankees had Harper, Seager, and Olsen. Listen, I'd be okay with Harper and Seager, or with Seager and Olsen.
Yeah. William Henry says, would like to see Peraza start for at least 30 of the first games. Well, the one thing, too, about Peraza that he's been known for in the minor leagues, same thing that Wells was known for, they get off to slow starts when they adjust the leagues. And it took them a little while. So, we'll see.
Guys, you got to understand that it's pretty clear that the Yankees are going to make some trades. Peraza might be one of those.
It could be. No doubt about it.
Imagine if the Diamondbacks...
And do we think the Yankees are fans of him? Because I don't know the way they've used him. I don't think they're big fans of him.
I don't think so, even though I love his glove, man, and I think he could be solid. Has he sold me? No. I mean, listen, it's not that I don't like the guy.
Yeah.
You know, it's that he hasn't sold me, and I don't want to go into another year with some what ifs. The only what if I want is what time frame is Dominguez coming back?
Yeah.
And is Volpe going to be better offensively than what he was last year?
If
those
Volpe,
are the only what ifs I want.
If Volpe hits under 220 again, man, you got a problem. And I know people are going to say, yeah, but it's still early, I get it, and I do understand that a lot can change very, very quickly. But if I'm the Yankees, I don't give a poot that he got a Gold Glove nomination. I'm looking at him. Second base is your position. Second base could be that position, especially if they got Soto. If they got Soto, put him at second base. He would be arguably one of, if not the best defensive second baseman. I truly believe that. That position is so fit for him. It's not even, he don't got to worry about the long throws. Because again, defensive run saves is talking about the ball he can get to. I know he got great range, but can he complete the play? That's the question. Yep. Can he complete that throw from first? Not all the time. So I love Volpe at second base, man.
And that's my thing where if Volpe can be, he hit 20 homers, but if he can get on base at least at 320, 330,
yep,
right?
And get on base is key.
And I mean, that's you have to count batting average to on base percentage too. So he has to hit at least above 220, 230. Yep. Right? If he can give you that, right? Then you trade Glaber, and then if he's at second and Peraza's short, yeah, Peraza could drag his bat, but we're talking about possibly having Candelario at third, Peraza short, Volpe hitting better at second, with DJ at first.
Yep.
And then Soto, Dominguez coming back. That's a completely different lineup.
And it's like I tell people all the time, don't lower your expectation on Anthony Volpe. Keep that same, what you thought he was when he was coming up. A lot of you was saying he's Derek Jeter. He's a 300 hitter. He's this, he's that. You gotta take it easy on that one. Let the kid become who he is. Hopefully he bats above 240. As that ball's cream, forget about it.
Oh my God.
Jonah, is it out? Yes, it is out. A little jack job by Jonah Heim. It is now 11-1. They just wanted a 10-run lead back, that's all.
Oh my God. That's a 2x4 right there.
Yep. Yeah, Camille, I'm sorry, but you're not getting rid of Stanton. And any conversation on that to me is just a waste of breath.
You guys might, if Stanton doesn't have the year, Leclerc with the ball. If Stanton doesn't have that year out of nowhere where the decline years are coming and normally there's a year of boost that guys use that to trade somebody or something like that. If he doesn't have that next year and he's the same or even worse than what he was this year, we're talking about the Yankees possibly having their first Bobby Bonilla situation with him.
Yeah.
You can't continue to put a guy like that out in the
very
lineup.
Quick. Yep. You got to figure something out very quick. Low, count is 2-0. Dominguez will be hitting around April. Yeah, I think Dominguez is going to be fine, man. They'll take his time with him, especially if they get Soto into doing well. You may not see him until mid-July, late July, maybe even early August. It wouldn't shock me with the Yankees. But you'll definitely see him next year.
Yeah. And guys, by what I mean, if you get Soto, because you gotta understand the reason why I push, and not a lot of people actually on Twitter like Candelario, it's because he's a switch hitter and he's gonna be cheap and he plays the corners. So you're adding Soto, who's a lefty bat, the big lefty bat that we need, and then you have Dominguez and him as a switch hitter.
Wells
and that lineup. Wells another lefty.
Yep.
Right. So that's the recipe for success right there. That's what the Yankees have been needing for a while. You need a few guys to switch it.
You'll be shocked how many more runs you get. You go. That's when you have a cannon right there at shortstop. I mean, that's a beautiful high chopper, and without a good arm, you're not making that play. Good job by Perdomo. One away.
Nelson deals to the tight end.
Jankowski. Janny. Hit that like button, folks. Smack it a likey. Hitty the subby. I know this one kind of took everybody out of it really quickly because it was 10-0 in the top of the third inning. I get it. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us again. Things will pick up after the World Series, though, folks. Got a lot of fun stuff to do. We're gonna do another Nights at the Round Table, so everybody's aware of that. We will have another Nights at the Round Table, which was very, very fun the first time. This one, obviously, focusing on the offseason. Of course, the comments that Steinbrenner is gonna make, we'll all talk about that. I'm also gonna have a video talking about what the lineup's gonna look like next year. There's a lot of great things we're doing. For 2024 that I'm gonna let everybody know about very early.
When's that?
So you guys can get ready for that. I think it's next week. I don't know if they had the date yet.
Okay, so
but they did say it will be next week.
Yeah, might as well do it after that so that we
right
can talk
after
about
it.
Yeah. Let's see some chicken tendies in the. If you guys like the Nights at the Round Table, let's see some chicken tendies.
I'm telling you what. I hope. I feel like having a chicken tendy after this. Now I'm getting hungry because all the sugar's going away. So now I'm just starving.
Some pollo, October Legends.
Oh, man, I tell you, little pollo guisado, okay. Little guisado action, okay.
Yeah, the tendies are coming, yeah, man.
Oh, I see the chicken tendies.
Pollo.
Oh, I see those chicken tendies.
We gotta make a Johnny Keke one.
Oh man, I'll make Jira design that one. I'll make her design that one. She'll like that. Count as 0-1. We also got, guys, by the way, too, for everybody that's a member, you guys crushed memberships. There was a point, I think we had like 256 members, which was absolutely unbelievable. I'm sitting down with the team and we're going to come up with different ideas to make that even to just make it valuable to you guys. It's hard when you run a channel just because there is only so much that we can do, but we are working on things to make it more valuable. Of course, we got the Discord for the top tier, which is absolutely fun. But there are a couple of other things that I am working on that we will also have those announcements coming soon and have all that stuff updated for you guys.
Yeah, listen, I'll tell you this. Pete knows this. Like I said it as soon as we were talking about possibly joining, and I have so many ideas and so much energy. And trust me, in the Discord and all that stuff, I'll definitely be a part of that. And there's a lot of good stuff cooking. Trust me.
Tons.
All right, 2-2.
What was that? 2 outs or 2 outs? Yeah.
Those 2-2.
Okay. Steels keeps Discord hopping. Yeah, Steels is as he struck him out. Simeon goes down. That'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 11-1. Yeah, Steels definitely keeps the Discord entertaining, but we have a lot of fun in there, man. But overall for the network, guys, 2024 is going to be something really, really special. I truly believe that. There's so much hard work being put into what we do every day. And I think what I can say is that we are certainly ready to take this thing to the next level. Put it that way. That I think is the fairest thing to say, is that we are ready to take what we currently do now and just bring that to the next level. That's what we're gonna do next year. I mean, when you bring in Mario and Kev, you bringing it to the next level. All right. That's all.
Yeah, man. Say. We got and listen. You know what's crazy? We had. As soon as we got on board, I told Pete some of my ideas, and he was actually already leaning towards that. So I can't wait for you guys to react to some of the announcements we will be making. What you want? Are you going to do that like at nights at the round table or after?
No, we'll talk about it on nights at the round table, but I'm going to have a whole video presentation of like everything, all set up, ready to go. It's going to be a great 2024. Yes, indeed it is. Yes, indeed it is. What year are you going to interview Brian Cashman? Probably when he's done and he's working in like a coffee shop. I'll go sit down with him and have a little conversation with him.
When he releases his book and the book is titled "I'm Always Right."
I'm always right. That's right. The story of Brian Cashman. Mario Gomez back in the chat. Mario, what you doing over there? Mario, how far does the series go? Do we get a game 6 or no?
I think Mario's hoping for game 6.
He's probably hoping for a game 6.
I mean, a championship on a Friday night. Oh man.
Yeah, it sounds good, man. Would I hire Cashman? No. I would not hire Cashman. I mean, the team I've put together, I think, is much better than the team he's put together recently. If I had to pat myself on the back on something, I think I've put together a better team.
Shout out to, I see Dane still there too, man. Those guys at Yankees Farm, which is something that I was looking into way before, like even like the amount of content they're always putting out there, bro, and keeping you updated with prospects, because it is difficult, man. There's so many prospects.
And by the way, it's one guy.
Yeah.
It's just Carlos. You know, Carlos does all that. So yeah, that's another thing too, because I made that announcement, right? That Yankees Farm is NYYU now, so he's right under our umbrella, as Mario says, drinking Dr. Pepper, and it's over in 5. So we may not get Mario back on it, but he'll be on here a lot. But when it comes to Yankees Farm, guys, if you're a fan of the Yankee Farm channel, subscribe to it also too, because the way you see our presentations, I'm actually working with Carlos, and I will be over the next couple of weeks on making his presentation even better also, and building a couple of templates and designs where the stuff that he does is going to be much more fun to look at, and it's going to allow him to kind of bring out his character a little bit more on how he likes to do his work. So Yankees prospects is going to be covered like nowhere else here. Nowhere else than right here.
Yeah, top 30 list is official.
List, and it's live. That what we mean by that being live is we don't just do a preseason update. We do updates throughout the year. We're doing updates on that list throughout the year. So you're going to see a lot of different names on there. It probably will look very different come middle of next year.
Oh, yeah.
As the 2-0 is, the bat goes flying for Marte, 2-1. And of course, Dane has put together an unbelievable team on the writing side. I mean, no, I'm telling you, man, there's nobody better on the prospect side or overall. Just the best at it all. Friggin' best at it all, damn it. Give us the chip. It will be updated monthly. That's right. That is right.
Somebody said classy move by Bochy to give Burke a World Series appearance.
Oh, yeah. I just noticed Burke was in. I didn't think that was Bradford.
I think Bradford is probably for tomorrow. I wonder if Spores is not available tonight.
I didn't read anything about Spores.
Chat, can you guys verify that about Spores? Was he available for tonight or not? Or did anybody hear anything? Hank maybe should know.
Who's the two people they took off the roster? Because I know it was two. Oh, Scherzer. It was Scherzer and Garcia. Is that one hitting at a fairly deep center field? Catch is going to be made one away. Down to the final 5 outs. And guys, we did get to 19,800 with 200 subbies away. Like to get a little past that number. Let's get to under 200. Tomorrow could be the last game season, man. And it's always tough. I'll be honest with you, man. It's always tough. It's weird. It's certainly weird. It is definitely weird when we don't have a game season live, to be honest.
Yes, sir.
The 0-1 incoming to Carroll. Pitch. Hit on the ground. There's a base hit.
Carroll gets on the board. Who was over?
There's a base hit, Susan.
Carroll's been amazing. He's one of the best prospects. I can't do it.
He's one of the best, John. Oh, man. Hey, Pete, Kev, did IKF play catcher this year? No, but he has played catcher in the past.
That was something that they were talking about.
In spring, wasn't it?
It was more of a gimmick, but, I mean, at this point, why not give him an inning at catcher? Because that would have made him, I think, the only player who's ever played every single position throughout the year.
Yeah, they should have just gave it to him at that point.
Yeah, at that point. You just get him in the history books, man. Why not? I mean, but
it's gonna be a free agent. Let him do his thing. As the 1-0 to Moreno is a swing and a miss. Count is a 1-1.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of guys also that people are sleeping on. That that's what I'm saying. If you get, they may just need that year. It's gonna be interesting. Those are other guys that I'm looking at, like like Rice, Spencer Jones, right? Like those are guys that we're looking at that. If the Yankees just get 2 pieces this year and improve this offense, and then you got those guys knocking on the door, you could be possibly looking at a nice team that has some young guys.
Yeah, that's how it works, man. That's the thing I talk about when I go. The Yankees kind of have that. They have it all. As there's another base hit,
Moreno.
It'd be first and second. Here come the Dbacks with a huge comeback. Do they have it in them? We're gonna find out. But that's what I talk about a lot. Is again. You got the talent, you got the prospects, you got the money. Work them both. Get your Soto, maybe you get another guy, and then let the prospects take over. And again, you're going to have to do that at some point, right? Because you need cost-effective players. So have those guys that are cost-effective. And as Kev said, we don't know who's going to be moved if they land Soto. Is Spencer Jones going to be in there? Would, a couple of the starting pitchers, Everson Pereira. There's a lot of options there. I actually like this deal that I was thinking about even more. I feel like if you move Glaber, let's say there was a deal like Glaber in Miami, I think Miami would be interested in Everson Pereira too. Maybe to get a Braxton and somebody else. Braxton Garrett, I think, would be a hell of a find for the Yankees.
I really like Braxton, and they definitely need some pitching. So, yeah, man, that's something I was thinking about. This is where I said, like, listen, the Yankees could get creative, right? And maybe there's not a package done for Soto, but you improve in other areas, and then you go for Soto in the offseason. We just want to see something different. We don't want to see the same guys run it back.
Oh God, please no.
I can't
watch another year of what we just saw. No way. I can't do it.
These anime graphics are pretty cool, or cartoon, whatever you want to call them.
I like him. I like him a lot.
Evaldi's gonna have to pitch the game of his life to take it to Texas.
Who's pitching? Is Gallen going for them tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh man, Gallen did have a better game, but we'll see.
Yeah, what's Gallen? Yep, Gallen.
Yeah, Acevedo, I understand that they have a second baseman, but you got to remember, Luis Ariz has played left field. He's played first base. He can play anywhere. He's not just a second baseman. I mean, I'm pretty sure if they can, and there's another base, it is bases loaded, one out.
Ambioti, come on, Ambioti. You should know that Ariz plays the corners too.
Yeah, he can play. He plays almost anywhere. And the thing about that is, if I think if you look at that team and they go, well, look, we made the postseason. If we had more offense with Gleyber Torres and we're only giving up one of our starting pitchers, then we still have a lot more coming up. Got Yuri Perez all year. I don't think they'd have an issue at all with letting Gleyber ride it out for a year, knowing that on top of that you're gonna get a draft pick when he leaves. It's kind of like a win-win deal for Miami, and I think he'd also be very popular in Miami also. So correct. I think that also would be a smart business move for them to make.
It's also going to come another what if that the Yankees will have this year is Nestor.
Big time.
It's gonna see is that run done, or let's see.
But if you get Yamamoto, you almost sit back and is like, well, whatever we get, we get. Or that's if you get Yamamoto, you could sit there and go, maybe he's traded. Maybe Ness is a guy if a team wants. Maybe you get a up and coming relief pitcher for him. You know, a couple of flamethrowers that are in Double-A that can rise through the system quick. Maybe your analytics guys have seen a couple of guys that they like. That, you know, whatever it is, that could be some sneaky little targets. You never know. And the Yankees have done well with that, to be fair. They have done well with the guys that have struggled elsewhere. They come here, and whatever Blake does with them kind of pieces them back together. So he's done a good job with stuff like that. And it's just, it's gonna be how many, what is the activity, like how many moves they actually make? That's what it's gonna come down to.
I'm also gonna see, it's gonna be interesting where John Lee ends up and how how he reacts. I mean, I don't know because I know he wants 100 million, but I don't think he'll get that.
I don't think he gets 100 million.
I think he gets 85, 75, but 670, I think 7 for 75. I mean, that's right around Cashman's pocket alley.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's going to be interesting the offseason, man. It's
7 for 75 would be smart. Well, it would be really good.
He is a guy who hits. Yeah, I know we were talking about the 95 plus, but even if him hitting 350 over there, it tells me that he can hit at least 270 here.
Definitely. Right and the one thing about it is his hand-eye coordination is apparently phenomenal.
And he walks.
And he comes from a long line of baseball genes too. So
and he walks
I wouldn't be
too
concerned. I wouldn't be too concerned about him.
Yeah, so that's going to be huge too. So
do I think there's a possibility he could struggle a bit? Yeah, but I mean, again, I've been warning people. Yamamoto could come here and struggle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it can happen with anybody.
They do. Senga had some bad starts.
Of course, there's a difference in talent. You think he's going to give up 2 home runs in the majors only? No friggin' way.
Correct. And
no
then
way.
Also, Pete, you know that when they come over here that first year, they're pitching 6 days.
That's right.
So
that's right. It's very different.
Extra day rest. So
yeah, it's very different than the normal routine. And look, if I had to pick who would definitely, probably be more towards what the numbers were, I would say Yamamoto over Lee because Yamamoto's talent is tougher.
Oh, and no, 100%.
What he's done 3 years in a row is absolutely insane. I mean, well under 2 ERA 3 years in a row is batshit crazy, no matter what league you're in.
And just because, let's wait for this pitch right here. Who's swinging a miss? Fam's trying to smoke this. Yo, if Fam takes,
he wants a grand slam.
I'm just gonna say it'd be nice, even though they don't win. But if Sam hits a grand slam, they get another guy on a 2-run home, and it's 11 to 7. 11 to 7, and yeah, man, come on.
Chappie comes in.
Oh my god!
Outside 2-2, bases juiced, 1 away, baby.
But yeah, I was gonna say by the Yankees adding Yamamoto gives them a shot now to move their pitching prospects.
A lot of pitching.
because we do have a few arms down there I'm excited to see, but the Yankees, just like we talked about Judge and Cole's window, we can't wait another year or two maybe for them to be 100% ready. So that being said, you might have to move some, but you're able to move them now that you get Yamamoto.
I'm
right?
really excited to see what Luis Heel comes back to.
Yeah.
It's a name a lot of people don't talk about, even if he's a little wild, so I do worry about him in the pen, but that guy could be a dominating relief pitcher. I mean, he got stuff to just dominate. He got a wipeout slider. Good at bat here by Pham. Another foul ball, 2-2.
And he can. And listen, I'm pretty sure he wants to come back as a starting pitcher, but he's like, listen, let's work you this year because you're coming back in the pen, where we need anyway.
Build you up,
and then
we need
look
you
at my king. Then maybe next year you're back in the rotation. But
yep.
That's another guy, man. If the Yankees don't trade anybody, you're forgetting that the Yankees are looking at Cole, King, and Yamamoto. And then do we get
Rodon's your 4-starter, maybe?
Do we get the Rodon from 2021, 22?
Yeah.
That remains to be seen. I will say there is a lot more pressure this year on Rodon if he has a healthy spring training to come out of the gate.
Oh, he has to, man.
Knocking out. I mean, so
I think
that's going to be huge.
One of the big things I'm looking for when it comes to him is as the pitch is low, count is now full 3-2. One of the things I'm looking for with Rodon, this is what Dane said he sent me an update on Luis Heel. Let me see. This is the thing that I need to see. I want him to throw a cutter. That's a pitch the Yankees teach everybody. He should have a cutter in his arsenal.
He needs to develop something else, yeah.
Bro, if you got that, because that cutter could be full with the slider. It's a great pitch to have when you throw a good slider, is to also have a cutter.
Correct.
The fastball and the changeup. That's all he needs, and he could be phenomenal.
Because what seems to be his issue is he either has his fastball or his slider, not both.
He doesn't have both.
Because when he has both, he's filthy. But when he has one going, then you don't have a put-away pitch, right? So that's why it would be nice for him to, you're right, get that cutter. And a great at-bat by Pham right now. Jesus Christ.
Gets a sac fly, actually, on our fly ball to right field. So it'll be a 11-2 game. 2 outs, runners on first and third. Here's the update I got from Dane regarding Luis Heel. He's added a cutter and has changed his changeup grip to more of a circle changeup. He has also added a sweeper, which the Yankees love to teach everybody, which I throw both a slider and a sweeper. My guy is saying he's worked his ass off in rehab and is much improved all around, but especially mechanically. He's being told to prepare as a starter and thinks he may be our best starting pitching prospect right now. Expect the sitting velocity to be 97, 98 next year also, which is back to where he was pre-surgery.
Didn't he start like 18 innings with scoreless ball when he came up, I think, in 2021?
He absolutely dominated. And against good teams. I think it was against Baltimore
and
a few others. I mean, he looked really, really good. And then they sent him down for whatever reason. They did one of their Yankee moves. They sent him down after dominating. Called him back up and just messed around. Who the hell knows? But yeah, it wouldn't shock me at all if Luis Heel makes an impact next year.
And it's just interesting, man. And those are the what ifs that I'm okay with because it happens.
Shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
Lourdes Gurriel goes deep to left field. It's a 6-run ball game. A little jack job by Lourdes Gurriel. Here they come, man. Here they come. They better get bases loaded again. Hit another one. 11-9 coming up.
Okay.
No, it was first and third. It wasn't bases loaded, so a 3-run shot.
Making people sweat the spread.
Yep, that's right. That's all they're doing right now.
Nah, it was a 3-run shot. Scott.
With that hair right there, my guy's always having Halloween, isn't he? My man goes in a deep, deep purple. Pitches a call strike. 0-1. Smacky to like. Hitty to sub.
Yeah, I was going to say that 150 in here if you just got here. It just got interesting now after it's been a blowout all game. Right? Yep. So smack that like button.
Likey. As that is a swing and a miss. Count as 0-2. Guys, we are 198 subbies away from 20,000, baby. That is a huge milestone on YouTube. Thank you guys so damn much.
I think when you make your announcements about what's going to be on,
it's going to.
Yeah.
And on top of that, too, guys, like a lot of the changes that we have that are coming, as that is a ground that'll end the inning, go to the top of the ninth. But a lot of those changes, too, when we actually do a bit of the announcement. I'm going to show a lot of it, of what a lot of next year will actually look like. And I think you guys are going to be pretty impressed. I think it'd be pretty impressed. It wasn't a grand slam. It was first and third.
The first and third. Fam had bases loaded and he hit a sack. So that's why.
Yeah, but it's going to be a lot of the stuff that we're working on, guys. It's really going to be, I think it's going to make a lot of you happy. And I think it's also going to add a lot to what we do already. It's just going to accelerate it to another level.
Yep.
It's going to accelerate it to another level. And I know Francis, I was talking to Francis the other day, and Francis, he thinks Bronx or Nothing is going to be one of the biggest podcasts for next year. I don't disagree with that. I agree.
We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk a lot of Yankees. And listen, the energy is always there with us. And, yeah, man, it's just going to be fun. So well. And Tommy, I'm going to tell you this right now, man, especially if the Yankees make some nice moves, you're going to be seeing a ridiculous, a different. I mean, all of us will act different. You know how it is.
Oh, we can't wait. If the Yankees get Soto, I need to call all of you and just make it, whoever's live. Come on, whoever's available. Let's get on. We getting on live right now. I don't care how long. We're just gonna get on there and talk.
Because, 100%.
Yankee fans
have everything ready.
I'll get my Guida upstairs. We'll do some live music.
Oh yeah.
I'll get that. I'll be ready to go.
I'm gonna get my tambora.
Okay. And we're good. We'll get it going. We'll
gonna order me I'm gonna order me a mofongo.
A nice little mofongo. Okay. All right. Go full Dominican. Okay. I'm ready for it. I'll break out my boat shoes. I'm ready for it.
Your Sperry's?
My Sperry's. I'll break out my Sperry's. Be ready to go. Get the Mamawana. Oh man, I tell you.
I think that would be the biggest. Angelo says, if the Yankees get Soto, will be his jersey would be under my tree. I think that would be the greatest
good idea.
Christmas present that the Yankees could give all fans is to add Soto to this line.
Oh man, if we are going into the new year knowing that Yamamoto's on the team, Soto's a Yankee, I think I could sit back and be like, all right, cool. Let's see what they do in January, February. But I would be overly hyped. Overly hyped.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm drinking Brugal live that whole stream. 100%.
100%.
100%. It's a must. Even Mario.
Yeah, I think Mario will take a shot of Dr. Pepper.
Take a shot of Dr.
This much of Dr. Pepper, this much of Brugal.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all he needs. It'll be all right. That'd be all right. That's it. As we go to the top of the ninth inning, it is now a 6-run ball game, 11-5. Watch the Rangers want to get some of those runs back. Here's Seager. And he had a deep right center field.
Oh, my God.
Going back, that is going to be in the gap, and it goes over the wall. A ground rule double for Seager. Right on time.
Yeah, Seager, I love you, man, but don't hit that home run. I don't want you to tie Jeter. What the hell? Was this guy in the pool?
I think it was in the pool, yeah. The guy came out there shirtless, just chilling.
Okay.
Baseball. Okay. Bro, they're not Michelino as much as we all would probably be cool with the Yankees getting rid of Stanton. It ain't happening, brother. I don't see how. If Brian Cashman pulled that shit off, I'd be like, damn. I just don't. I don't see how. I don't see how you do it.
Yankees would have to eat a ridiculous amount of that contract.
It wouldn't make sense.
And honestly, the only team, and I don't see them doing that. I mean, maybe because you never know, but the only team that I can see him waiving his no trade clause is to the Dodgers, and maybe even the Padres who need a DH.
Yep.
Right, but I mean,
maybe you can entice that deal somehow with the Padres. I mean, I don't know. Because I know he didn't want to go. I think they had a deal in place with the Giants and he rejected it originally. And he rejected that deal to go to the Giants. So I don't know if it would be the same. It will be the same thing for him, but that's another guy that's a free agent. Isn't Conforto a free agent again? Conforto and Peterson?
Yeah, I don't want Conforto.
I don't want Conforto either. Jock Peterson wouldn't be a bad guy, but the problem with that is, again, there's no DH opening.
He would be a platoon type situation too.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if you have Jock, I don't think he's gonna be feasible with the amount he's gonna be making to be just a McKinney type. Yeah,
Again, if you didn't have Stanton, it could make sense because you could just leave him at DH. But
Correct.
that's the that's the thing with the Yankees is you look at that and you're like, all right, we got him. As Torey Lovullo is gonna look to make a change here, as that was Mitch Garver who struck. I had a tough game today, 0 for 4, 3 Ks, and that'll do it for Nelson, who goes 68 pitches.
He gave up a run.
No, nothing.
No, Heim hit a solo shot. It was off him.
Was it off him? Oh yeah, it probably was.
Yeah.
Let me see what his. Let's see what his line was. Let's
see,
see
I
what
think
his
it's right here.
line was. Yes, 1 run, 5 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned
Yeah.
run, 6 Ks.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Jira said, "Hit that like button. Put those Johnny Kekes up."
Oh man, the Johnny Keke. Oh man, let me tell you.
Chat, if you like Johnny Kekes, hit that like button.
What's the ice cream spot in DR again? Jira knows it.
Helado Wong.
Oh my.
They need to make drinks in there.
Bro, man.
Michelino says Kevin shaves his beard if Cashman trades for Stanton. Bro, I've seen myself without a beard. I mean,
I look like I'm 6.
yeah, I
when
know.
take my beard off.
Listen,
I
man.
can't no more, man.
I would look unrecognizable if I shave my beard, guys.
I do it every now and then. I do it like I could be getting itchy,
can't.
and I'm like, you know what? I'm just taking the shit off.
I can't.
It grows back so freaking quick for me, like
Do the
a
Yan-
wolf, man.
Do the Yankees make you shave if you go into the press box and stuff like that? No.
They might. Imagine, like, yeah, before you come in here, sorry, you
You gotta shave, buddy.
gotta shave, my guy. Here's a Gillette. here's a Gillette and some boony bubbles, shaving cream.
You know that's a rumor that's starting to come out more and more about that Yankee tradition and stuff like that.
What's that?
I don't know if Judge touched on it. Or I think he said he didn't mind, but he doesn't know if other people do or whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna look for it, but I keep hearing it more and more about where maybe it does deter some guys to come over. I think it's childish. I think some guys would just come. It doesn't matter. But listen, it'd be nice not to have to shave every 2 days.
Look, man. There was a time when I was dead against changing that policy. Again, back in the day, the clean shaven look was a professional look.
Mm-hmm.
Time has changed that a beard is not professional.
Correct.
You can keep a beard very professional looking.
We said a groomed beard. Yeah, you said
Groomed beard. I mean, that's a very common thing in today's world. It
Yep.
is. It's a very common thing. I just don't care. You know, if you're winning, you're winning. I think guys getting paid, they'll come here to do whatever. But I do kind of feel like you're playing a sport. One, if you want to shave, you shave. If you don't, you just got to maintain it nice.
Ooh.
You know, have a limit of, look, this is the way it is. We just want it maintained,
Correct.
well groomed, and that's it.
I don't think
that's it,
that's
and go with it.
I don't think that's an issue. A groomed. You know, once the Yankees put the star patch on, I don't want to hear anything else.
That you're right about 100%.
So-
Once you did that, once you ruined the uniform,
Yeah,
nah,
you guys.
man, you're good.
Now I don't want to hear anything about the Connect jersey and stuff like that. Like, just at this point, man, just do something fun for that. You already put the star patch on the jersey, man, which to me hurts me to this day.
Yeah, that was definitely tough. The star patch definitely hurt. Matthew, thank you for subbing, man. We appreciate it. As my game is absolutely frozen. I don't know what the hell's going on?
Carter got hit. Did you see that?
Nope.
Yeah,
I didn't see
Carter
nothing.
got hit in the hands. He's on first. They're looking at him right now. Sad Max. Pan into Sad Max.
Little sad Max action, okay.
And
All
Carter
so
will stay in the game.
TV wanted to work for me or no? What are we doing?
Now runners at first and second for the Texas Rangers, and they're gonna look to get those runs back, buddy.
What did Dane say? The Yankees have a clubhouse barber. That's right. A lot of teams have that. Actually, I think I don't want to talk for him. Hector, one of Hector's barbers, I believe, is actually does a lot of the stuff with or a guy he knows who's a barber. He does a lot for the Atlanta Braves. He does all their cuts and everything.
The guy that I know that a lot of barbers like to call is Jordan.
Yeah,
he's always in the Bronx.
In the Bronx,
like a lot of guys. I mean, in Manhattan, a lot of guys go to him, and a lot of people fly him out.
Jira would tell you we're coming downstairs one day. on 170 than Jessup Avenue. And on that street corner right in the front, there's 2 barbershops. We're turning the corner, no joke. David Ortiz is going right in with 2 other people. Yep. I told her, I said, because at that time she wasn't really watching baseball like that, as that's going to be a double play to end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. I told her, I said, babe, that's Big Papi. She's like, who? What are you talking about, bro? I said, that's David Ortiz. He plays for the Boston Red Sox. Walked right in there like with 4 other people. And I think Jose Reyes used to go there. A lot of people will go there.
La Melaza.
Yep.
I don't know if I ever told you this. If you guys are from New York, you probably heard of Tabaco y Ron. It's like a lounge type. There was a year, I forgot what year it was.
You talking about Canoa Melky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there. The Yankees had lost literally the night before to Detroit in the playoffs, and I'm there with my brother-in-law, and I'm like, I just told him jokingly, I had my Yankee fitted and everything. I told him jokingly, like, yo, I'm gonna text Cano to come through, and he was laughing. We're drinking there, and out of nowhere, I kid you not, 2 big security guards looking like Shaq walks in. Cano is behind them with like 7 women. Now, granted, out of the 7 women, 3 of them were older ladies, so they were probably his aunts or his mother-in-law. Who knows what it is? But
he was hanging out with Francis Lee for the night. Who likes the grandmas?
Maybe, I don't know. But literally, he came up and he sat right next to me, and he was mad cool. He dapped me up and everything, and he said, and he did like this, like nice hat and stuff, and he was cool as hell. It was like, wow, that was amazing.
Yeah, they were known. They were known for
they're out there in the streets. They outside, like they like to say.
Dykeman all the time and stuff like that. Melky and Cano. But they want to chip together, so hey, you know what? Enjoy.
Mickey Cabrera, the milkman.
The milkman. I still remember Kyle Farnsworth had a deep fly ball from Manny, and he robbed that home run. That game right there, man. I remember going nuts when he robbed that home run from Manny. Yeah. Because back then, that was a legitimate rivalry. Yankees and the Red Sox during those years.
100%. I mean, those years were second to none. Kareem Garcia's of the world.
Garcia.
Gary Sheffield,
Matsui, man, they had a hell of a lineup, man. Sheffield, those 2 years with the Yankees were phenomenal.
Yeah, I love Gary Sheffield. I think everybody around our age imitated Gary Sheffield's batting stance as a kid. Everybody was 100%. Like, yeah, go ahead.
Yep, everybody would immediately start. Yep, flipping the bat around. That Griffey, Jeter. That's when we imitated a lot.
Bioti said he had a party in front of Jordan's barbershop. Yep, very known barbershop. A lot of players go there. Vladdy Sr., Colon, Cano, Melky. Yeah, man. Those guys were outside, bro. For
all
sure.
All the time.
And do the Arizona Snakes have a rally in their bones?
And here comes Bochy. Bochy's making a move. He said, all right, I'm going to wait.
What the fuck you wait, bro?
Why
would you wait, Bochy?
He's probably getting a massage or something.
Man, don't you think Pete wants to eat some chicken tendies, man?
Want to eat something. Dying over here now. Those Reese's cups are like, yeah, bro, we're not meant to hold you over. You're not supposed to eat 16 pounds of these.
Michelino said he went over 4. Listen, Papi said it on Fox that I think in 2003 they went to sleep early and everything, and he had a horrible game 7 in 2003. And then he said in 2004 it was a complete opposite. They just drank, went to sleep at 3-4 in the morning every day, and they won. Sometimes, listen. Sometimes it's just, who knows, man.
I just think it's that balance. You got to have the right, because some people will take advantage of that, right? Other guys, you can do it, and you can wake up and go play. You know what I mean? You could do it, and you could understand that, all right, well, tomorrow we got a game. And still have the understanding of that. Mickey Mantle. Yeah. I mean, Mantle used to do worse things in the clubhouse than most of the guys today.
Exactly. And it's funny to watch the real old Yankee fans talk shit about the new guys when they grew up on Mickey Mantle's and Mickey Mantle drinking back, taking shots and coming back out.
He was slapping cheeks in the bullpen. I mean, man, are you kidding me? Mickey Mantle, are you nuts? I'm like, yeah, because everybody, I get it. Everybody wants to talk about their time was the best and this and that. I get it. I understand. But, for good or bad, the world does change. The world does change. Dave Winfield, great player.
Yes, sir. Guys, can we get to 180 at least? We didn't get to 200. Can we get to 180? Smack that like. We got 140. Man, we just went from 140, 149. Okay. Smack that like. Welcome.
Yeah, come
The
on, baby.
D-backs
Hit that
have a
like
rally
button,
in their
baby.
bones.
Is there a rally in there? Is there
Chat,
a rally in there?
How about this, chat? Do you guys think this is done tomorrow at 5, 6, or 7? Let's put those numbers up. Let's see what the chat's thinking. Do you guys think the series is over?
I still say 6. I'm still going with 6. I don't know why. I don't think they're going to win I think they're going to win back at their home park. So I'm going to say 6. Mario already said 5. He thinks it's over.
Yeah, Mario said 5 earlier. I mean, I want to say 6, but I mean, I just don't trust Zach, and I don't think Eovaldi can have 2 bad starts.
That's true, man. I forgot Gallen. I don't trust Gallen, man.
They're going against Eovaldi, so it would have to be they would have to keep it close, and they would have to attack their bullpen. And if Spores is not here tomorrow, then you're trusting Chapman.
Yep.
I mean, they could be interesting, but listen, right now, I think they're done tomorrow.
Count is 0-1 on Jordan Lawler, one of their top prospects. If not, I think he is their top prospect since Carroll.
And if I'm not mistaken, that would make them a team that celebrated on every other person's field, right? That'd be interesting.
Yep.
Celebrated in Camden.
Former Yankee prospect Josh Smith takes over as shortstop. Francis, what's going on, fam? How you doing, brother? How you doing?
Francis de lo mío
How you doing?
personal.
How you doing? The 0-2 in the third season.
Francis, what you think? We're done in 5 tomorrow and 6, 7.
I think Francis is calling the game with me tomorrow, by the way.
Eric, Kerry, and Anthony say 6. Hank says 5 tomorrow.
Hank wants his dog. I don't blame Hank. That would be the only answer you can give. That's the only answer Hank could give. You got to say your team's going to finish him.
Francis says mañana se acaba.
Okay.
You know what that means, Pete?
No. I know something with tomorrow.
Tomorrow's done.
Tomorrow's done. Okay. All right. Tomorrow's done. Okay. He wants to see a celebration tomorrow. We're going to watch that. We're going to see what happens. Unless Arizona all of a sudden drops a 6th spot today. And we'll see. As the 1-2 fouled off. Count remains 1-2.
Good one. Texas hasn't lost a game on the road. Good observation, fellow. Yeah, I said that. Like, they won and they've clinched on the road on every single occasion. So,
no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Just imagine this team managing Jake DeGrom next year, man.
Man, they have a crazy.
This would have been
a crazy staff next year.
This would have been a sweep with DeGrom on them. If DeGrom would have been on the mound, you wouldn't have seen Sad Max maybe.
Sad Max. You know the crazy thing about Max? He looked good in the other game.
Mm-hmm.
He was looking really good that game. As that one is, just misses. The count is now 3-2. 3-2 on Lawler. No outs, no body on. Pitch number 8 from Will Smith. Pitch. He walked him. Oh, shit. Here come the D-backs.
Here they come.
Here come Here come the snakes.
Se jodió esta vaina.
Here come the snakes. Here come the snakes. Hit that subby, folks. Hit that subby. Hit that likey. Oh, Swift is breaking out the popcorns. Okay. All right. Little popcorn action. Okay.
I mean, I said I would like to see the game turn interesting.
It would be all right. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I could wait a little while longer. I ain't going nowhere. I'm not having chicken tendies, but.
Perdomo. Yeah, guys, just tuning in. Smack that like button. We're just about to hit 200.
Yeah, and we have passed 19,800 subbies, but we need more, folks, because we need that 20. Here's a base hit the right field. Here come those snakes. Bueno. 1st and 3rd, nobody out. Greatest comeback in sports history. In a single game coming up.
My man took the 3rd. He ain't playing.
1st and 3rd. Why can't Jankowski? Jankowski should have dove for that ball, man. Come on.
Imagine a Kettle Marte bomb here. It's 11-8. No outs. Ay, Dios mío. Let's see if.
Oh, man.
Let's
First
see.
and third, nobody out.
Let's see if Kettle Marte had some Johnny Keke.
Bro, Leclerc is warming up right now.
I mean, you know Bochy not playing, bro.
Yep. That's fouled away. Count as 0-1. What am I doing here?
What was the spread? Does anybody know what the spread was for Texas tonight, chat? Kettle Marte might fuck this up.
He might be. Yeah, I was about to say, man, he's about to put some damage in a lot of people's pockets right now.
Ay, coño.
That one is fouled away to count as quickly 0-2. He's about to put some damage in people's pockets, let me tell you. They all might. This game might be a lot closer than what people expected by the end of this inning. You never know.
Yeah, people are going to look at the game and be like, this game was close. No, it wasn't.
The 0-2 is he struck him out. That's a big strikeout of Marte. That is a big strikeout of Marte right there. Marte found a way to keep this going. And it was what, a 5-run game? That could have been negative 4.5. Minus 4.5. Yep, minus 4.5 is the spread. First and third, pitch to Carroll is high, 1-0. I forgot they signed Will Smith too, man. This team went out and signed everybody. The Rangers. They didn't give a poop. They'll give him money out like it was free.
They spent money, for sure.
They spent some legitimate money.
You went and got 2 shortstop. Fuck you guys.
Yep.
Put 1 in second.
They said, we'll put 1 at second base. Not a problem. Not a problem. They probably just asked them, anybody opposed to that? No? Okay. All right. We'll sign both of you. D-Rod, can I ask you a question? What are you talking about? Talking about respect the flag and this and that? My guy, what are you talking about? Who's disrespecting the flag here? What are you doing? Are you losing your mind? What the frick is going on here? And trust me, if Jira had something to say to you, my guy, she'd say it to you. She ain't gonna hold back. As the count is 1-2 on Carroll. Pitch is hit on the ground foul. Count remains 1-2. Believe who took second base? Perdomo took second base, so second and third, 1 out. You see the starters for Game 5. Manana. The 1-2 incoming. Pitch to Carroll. Can he keep it going? Hey, struck him out. So at the end of the day, my goodness.
I didn't expect that from Carroll.
My goodness. Yeah, D-Rod, she was telling you to shut your mouth. Because you're talking about something that has nothing to do with the chat. That's exactly what she was doing. Let's take it easy, my guy. Second and third, 2 outs now. This is about to be it here.
I think D-Rod is sweating the spread right now.
I think he's either that and he's throwing back a lot of whiskeys or something. Is what he's. And here comes Bruce Bochy. Don't tell me you're gonna go to Leclerc.
No way.
You can't go to. I'm not gonna argue with Bochy, but I mean, why?
This is Bochy.
Boch.
Yep.
All right. I guess he's gonna go to Leclerc here.
He is gonna go to Leclerc. He's like, I don't want this guy to hit a bomb. Then Pham is up next. I think I see what he's doing, but listen, man, he got you here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Ready for war.
I don't know, man. Some people in these chats, man, you guys gotta take it easy a little bit. My man went on like a whole patriotic scream about America, damn it! Like, all right, who the hell in here had said anything wrong about it? Ain't no one person.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You know, one person said anything wrong about America here. Gotta respect our country. Who said not to? Who said not to?
It's Swift's fault.
It's all because of Swift. Swift, what did you do?
Swift, what did you do,
do, damn it? As Leclerc is going to face Gabriel Moreno to look to end the game. Okay. Little America action. Okay. Someone burned a flag or something that we didn't see. I don't know, Tabor. I got no idea what happened. I'm sitting there hearing Kev talking. I just see all these messages about respecting America. I'm like, what happened? Who said something wrong about America?
Skinny, nobody's talking about the Astros here.
Okay.
Bye.
The Astros. Okay.
Bye.
Dude said he's fighting with Casper the Ghost.
Oh my God.
Oh man, Bad Dog gave me amazing advice one day, and Bad Dog got like 120 something thousand subs. He's been doing this for a very long time, and he said, Pete, as you grow and you continue to grow your channel, and NYYU keeps growing, you're just gonna get more and more crazies in there, and the best thing you do is just shut them out, just get rid of them immediately, just don't even waste time, just give them a boot, and that's it. Francis, who's fighting with the ghost of Francis Lee? Now, the ghost of Francis Lee don't exist no more because Francis Lee is indeed back, all right? Designated Spitters coming back. The original squad. 2024, baby. Yeah, we
Aaron Rodgers, what's
Good
up?
night, brother. With Council interviewing Cleveland and Houston. Oh, are they getting a little worried right now? The Mets fans get it. So the Mets, I don't really talk with a lot of Mets fans. I got a couple of them that are Mets fans. But is that the guy they want Council? That's the guy the Mets fans are pushing for?
It's like 50-50.
Oh, okay. Okay. 1-0 incoming to Moreno. Pitch from Leclerc, who unfortunately has to come into this game. I wouldn't have brought him in here. And the count is 2-0 because the last thing you want him to do is struggle here.
Yeah, last thing you want him is to walk.
Or throw a lot of pitches, exactly. And the count is quickly 2-0.
Walk this guy, and you get fam in the.
As a call strike, 2-1.
There he is.
Francis said, yeah, because Stearns and Council work well together. Okay. A little Stearns and Council action. Okay. The 2-1, Susan. Fouled away. 2-2. There we go. Put it away. Come on. Put it away and end this thing. Put it away and end this thing, baby.
People need to filter I just don't pay attention to negative stuff, man.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I said
attention.
That's why I said now. I like to keep, but look, at the end of the day, it's just blocked, kicked away, and we just keep it moving with the positivity and positive stuff we're doing here as it is.
Let's see.
There's a base hit up the middle.
Ay, Dios mío.
Shit. That's the last thing you needed.
There goes the spread.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Somebody just lost some money.
Oh, there goes the fucking spread.
There's a lot of police being called right now around the
Vegas.
around the country.
Oh my God, the spread.
Yep, right back up the middle. Good piece of hitting by Gabriel Moreno. He's having a good day. Not a bad postseason either, man. He's doing a good job. He's doing a good job.
I'm just cracking up, man. Didn't I say that shit? Yo, Vegas knows their shit, bro.
You did. You said it.
Fucking Vegas.
There's a swingy and a missy. Count as 0-1. And now, is there any chance that they ever get the bases loaded here with 2 outs? Bring the tie and run to the plate.
That'll be
insane. 0-1 to Christian Walker is fouled away. 0-2 down to their final strike. Yeah, Scott, if there wasn't 2 outs right now, it would be really interesting.
And again, somebody who didn't watch the game, they're going to look back and be like, oh, this was a ball game. No, it really wasn't, but.
Yeah, 11-7, 4-run game. I mean, shit, it was a 10-run game at one point, so they did a decent chance of trying to get back in it. They battled, put it that way. High, 1-2. And they've only really battled, what? Yeah, you're right. It hasn't been a ball game until really. I mean, it hasn't really even been a ball game, to be fair. I mean, you look at it, it was...
They just chipped away the last 3 innings.
Yeah, the 8th and the 9th. 4 runs in the 8th, 2 so far in the 9th. As the 1-2 is high, 2-2. Acevedo, have a good night, brother.
Acevedo.
Texas pitching. Yeah, Texas pitching is pretty bad, but they've done a good job of managing the right guys in the moments. As the 2-2 is popped up. Is that going to stay in play? Yes, it is. The catch is going to be made by Nate Lowe, and that will indeed end the ball of the game. It is now a 3-game 2-1 lead. And by the way, no, Jeter said the Rangers will win in 6, I believe he said. I predicted the Rangers in 6. Rangers could get it in 5 tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, but like I said, it is Gallen, so I'm not too much in love there. I don't know about you, but
no, I'm not, definitely not. I'm a fan of him. I like him a lot, but he has not looked good in the postseason.
No,
he hasn't looked good at all.
And I believe then if there is a game 6, would it be 5? Because then it's interesting.
No, he just pitched yesterday.
I'm
One.
Lost. But no, but listen,
I'll be honest, I don't know who the hell it would be.
Tomorrow's Eovaldi, and I don't see him, like I said earlier, pitching 2, having that bad, starting twice. So that being said, I think it's gonna be done mañana. Rangers have celebrated in other people's fields this whole postseason, so why not add the World Series one, right? It's you don't got to clean up a mess in your house if you do it in somebody else's. So, yeah, man, I think they're done, Pete. I don't know.
I think so too.
You can tell me.
I think it's over, man. I think I don't want to bury the team quickly. They've done an amazing job, but I don't know if it ends tomorrow. But I think the Texas Rangers are gonna, no doubt about it, likely get this done. It'll again be their first title, and I mean, again, just another amazing accomplishment on the resume of Bruce Bochy, who will take a team who's never won it before to win it in 1 year. A year last year where they really didn't do too well. It goes to show you again, and the conversation about managers, and what they can mean to a team, what philosophy they bring to the table, and obviously whatever they've done here has worked because they've dethroned the Houston Astros. They're 1 game away now from winning the World Series, and just got a brand new ballpark. So a lot of good things are happening right now with the Texas Rangers. But tomorrow's a good pitching matchup. Francis Lee will be on the game with me to call that one tomorrow.
Hey, de lo mío.
And that's it. I don't have anything else to really add to this story today.
No, this is going to be interesting. The Rangers will finally get, possibly tomorrow, their first championship in franchise history.
Yep.
What a way to do it. What a run.
No doubt about it. So with that being said, guys, first I just want to say thank you guys so much for getting us over the 19,800 number. So we're now in the 100s, so to say, of where we need to be. I think it's like 197 subs, is what we need to get to 20,000, which is just an amazing milestone and a great accomplishment in 2 years of doing NYY Underground. So with that being said, guys, have a great rest of your night, and we will see you guys mañana. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. But a new crib, it's a goddamn flex. Sign that check. Told them last year that I been up next. Can't take calls, but I send that text. From way downtown, but the shit's still wet.